guys have been adventuring in Toivoa.
There's been so much crying.
There's been so much crying on board the ship that you guys liberated from Nausea on your way towards Edlin Point over here. You guys have been on your way for quite a while, and it's been quite the adventure between poor driving, meeting of various individuals and people along the way, some side gigs that you guys picked up, and otherwise, having misadventures galore. Last week, you guys managed to finish up with the drug lab on Crab Island and sailed further towards Edlin Point, hopefully to get paid for destroying Crab Island and to meet up with your contact that liberated you from jail.
Yeah.
So, you had a little bit of a fishing trip last week, got some supplies, and just before the session ended, you guys spotted a barge adrift. And that's where we're going to pick up, is right over here, as Rusid was about to go down the hatch.
Well, any of you coming with me?
Hey, right behind you.
I'll get on.
just gonna
I'll
stay.
follow you, but I'm gonna stay back and warp you out of trouble if you need.
Are you two just gonna stay on the ship or something? And Bruce points at Toddy and Coin.
No, I'm still making up my mind. He says
It's called
waving.
Overwatch.
What are you... Overwatch? You're not gonna see a shit from up there if we go under.
I'll
you
see
go
you go
under?
under.
Wow, very insightful.
Coin crosses his hands and he's like, we need to have somebody ready in case something goes wrong.
Okay, I mean, I think you'd rather you be ready at the top of the ladder than all the way over there, but whatever.
I also don't want to ravage someone else's ship, so, there's that.
Who said we're gonna ravage the place? We're just investigating.
Were you just visiting it?
I mean, random...
Open
Piece-
the hatch, Ruzid.
Oh, whatever. Ruzid opens the hatch. And starts
Ruzid
climbing
opens
down.
the hatch. All right. So Ruzid's going to open the hatch and climb down. So Ruzid goes to there, and with my new technology, we get to do this. So the screen does not go black for everyone, as Ruzid by himself goes below decks.
Oh, so everyone else is a different screen?
Yeah,
I
we're still
follow
up
him.
top.
That's nice.
I follow you down the hatch.
I think it's
Ruzid
fair.
only takes one step forward.
So you two would both like to go in? Yes?
I do.
All right. So
Oh,
we'll
Crystal's
grab...
staying right here,
Crystal's going to stay up top?
yeah.
It'd be pretty difficult for her to follow unassisted, I
Crystal
think.
just fall down if she...
Unless there's an elevator.
All right. So Saphira is
large.
going to come down and get Saphira over there. Saphira goes over to the barge.
Are these
That work?
closed doors?
They are closed doors.
Well, there's a few
Move
closed
over
doors
here.
down here.
All right. Just for everybody's reference, my intention is to try and maintain line of sight on both anybody downstairs and on a safe location up here at the same time. So if I look down through the hatch, do I have line of sight on Ruzid and Saphira?
At the moment, yes.
Okay. I'd like to follow them down the hatch as well.
All right. So we'll take you down the hatch. And Bryn goes down the hatch.
Cool. Cool.
I could check out one of these doors, I guess.
All right.
Which one? Top or bottom?
Your choice.
Ruzi just listens to Saphira. Okay. Ruzi's gonna like preemptively be dodging. He thinks that there's something's wrong here.
What? Really? Alright, so the camera's gonna switch over. Because I've been playing with this new tech, guys, and Roll20's trying to make it really cool. I just want to make sure that it works for everybody. Alright, sweet. So you guys should see no change right there.
I have not seen anything.
I have not seen any changes.
Sweet.
I haven't seen anything, Eric.
Awesome. The magic is still intact then. Alright, so which door would you like to open, sir?
This door, and yeah, Ruzi's like thinks the is a little bit suspicious of what's going on in here. Huh. Well, nothing in here. He kind of just lets his guard down at this point.
Okay.
A little bit, not dodging anymore.
Are there doors like?
Yeah, these
Here.
are doors,
Yeah.
doors.
Yep.
More doors. All right. I'm gonna come around the corner.
Okay.
I'll open this one here.
Okay,
You're gonna open that door right there. All
check
right,
it out.
cool. All right, so you open that door and you are attacked. So let's roll for initiative, please.
All right.
And the only people who can really roll for this right now are going to be the 3 people down below on the barge.
Well, that's a crappy roll. And grab headphones so I can put music on.
All right. All right. So, as we go down the order here, I got a 10. Wow. All right, Saphira, you look in there. What would you like to do?
Is that a scorpion? Is that what it looks like?
That's what it looks like.
I know. I will shout, "Ah, bug!" And I'm going to step in and take a couple swings.
All right, with a 13 you missed him, and a 15 you hit him. And you're going to deal 14 damage to the scorpion.
And I will kind of sneak behind Ruzid
All right.
and signal to Bryn that there's something back there.
I got
Okay.
you.
Bruzid, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna attempt to swipe at him.
Okay. With your 19, your claws tear into the carapace of the scorpion.
And then I'm gonna bonus action attempt to grapple.
All right. And you successfully grab a hold of a scorpion.
Then I'm gonna spend. My move is now halved, so I can move another 5, 10, I think, right? Or is that correct? Okay, so
Yep.
I'm gonna move 5, 10, dragging the scorpion like that.
All right.
End turn.
All right. The scorpion swings backwards, doing a back bend, and uses both claw attacks on you. Ruzid, 1 and 2.
I'm gonna
Where's
use.
Yeah?
Well, actually, that doesn't work because there's no other enemies. Yeah, never mind.
Okay.
Is that my character appears to have line of sight on the scorpion? Is that looks like a critical hit?
It is.
I can see. Oh, you only have to see the scorpion, right? Or do you have to
Yeah.
see me? I can see you, so
I can
feel like
barely.
you
I can see half of you. I would like to use silvery barbs using my reaction on the scorpion crit. So that's going to be.
Nice.
Where are you?
Missed.
There you are.
Yep. So, does a 17 hit you, Ruzid?
Nope.
Okay. And then
All right.
the-
I would like to give myself advantage on my next. Actually, no. I'd like to give Ruzid advantage on their next D20 roll because I think there
Okay.
might be a Constitution save against poison coming up.
Yep. Especially as that stinger buries itself in the wood near him. Oh, man.
Nice.
Okay. Fringe Gemflower.
Okay. Do we want? What do you guys think? Do we need extraction, or do we want additional people on board coming to help?
I feel like we got this. I'm about to shove him prone, and then he's gonna have disadvantage on all attacks, and we have all advantage on attacks.
All right. Up to you if you think we've got this covered.
I mean, you could call. It's up to what you think Bryn would do. If Bryn would call for help or not.
Yeah, I think let's get some backup in here. I would like to if I move to the is this particular spot like right underneath the hatch?
Yes.
I would like to use my action to try and teleport Crystal down below with us using Vortex Warp.
Crystal, are you going to resist this?
No.
All right.
All right. So yeah, I'd like to put Crystal. It can be anywhere within 90 feet, so I'd like to put Crystal right here.
Right where? Right there. Got it. Bloop.
And then I'll move my other 15 feet back over here. I don't think there's any productive bonus actions I have right now, so I'm gonna pass the turn.
All right. Crystal, can I get you to roll for initiative, please? Awesome. So we got 13. All right. So we go to the top of the order here. Saphira.
Let's get back in there and take a couple more hacks at this thing.
All right. So the first one will hit for 11 damage. And the second one hits for 1 damage.
Hey, this thing's got a tough hide. Oh, Crystal, where'd you come from? There's a scorpion right around there.
What?
Hey, you might want to be careful. It's got the stinger.
My screen is black, by the way.
Your screen is black.
Oh, you don't have dark vision.
Oh, she doesn't have dark
You don't
vision.
have dark vision. Yeah.
Shoot.
You've been teleported into the bottom of a cargo hold with no light. It's dark. Grats.
Crystal's just stomping in place. Scorpion!
Hey,
Alright.
Ruzid
you can't let it rock you like a hurricane.
Where's
says,
the scorpion?
Ruzid says, "You're gonna get squashed," and then proceeds to elbow drop them, i.e., they're gonna shove them prone.
All right.
This is with advantage because silvery barbs.
Yep.
So
And
that's
so
a
you succeed.
big number.
Prone.
23. Yep, they're shoved prone, and I'm gonna end my turn there. So now everyone who's within 5 feet of them gains advantage. All of their attacks are made with disadvantage, and they have fallen and they can't get up because they're grappled and their speed is 0. So they
Good
have to break
stuff.
out of the grapple to get up.
Yep.
So
Crystal Latte.
Ruzid is all over him.
Crystal is going to cast light on herself.
Has light upon herself. And we fix the lighting. Sweet. Bloop. She can see.
Beautiful. Okay. She's gonna take her here. If I, can I shove the scorpion telekinetically?
Technically yes, but
That
it's
would be
currently
very
on-
counterproductive.
Yeah, it's currently being pinned to the ground by Ruzid.
Okay.
If
That's
you
what
do
I was
that, they
asking.
would get free of the grapple for free.
Well, yeah, that's what I was asking, if she was still grappled or if it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna
Cool.
kick it while it's down.
Shove them into the floor. Just down more.
Yeah, I'm just gonna charge and hit him then.
Okay.
Both those with advantage.
Awesome.
And with the mace, you hit it for 6 damage, crunching into it.
Yep, and then we're gonna do bonus with hooves.
And your hooves will critically strike the creature, dealing 7 damage.
Alright.
Even more than the mace did.
She really hates bugs. What can I say?
Yeah. Alright.
And turn.
Anything else, Miss Latte? it is the scorpion's turn. The scorpion does not like being grappled, but it knows it can't beat you, so it's just going to try to kill you, Ruzid.
Okay, with
So
disadvantage.
with disadvantage, yep. A
Miss.
7 will not hit you.
Miss.
An 8 will not hit you, and that stinger slides right up your shirt
Miss.
and caresses your back gently. All right,
It's-
How nice of
uh,
Bryn
it-
Gemflower, what would you like to do?
is it
All right.
petting
I
me
do
with
think
its
this
stinger?
is. I do think this is going pretty well, but I'd still like to get all hands on deck for this one. I'd like to step over here. I'd like to use my bonus action to use my once a day casting of Misty Step to bring. I'd like to teleport back up above decks through the.
Let me get you up there. Cool. And you come up on board to there. Got it?
All right, gang. All hands on deck for this one. Who's going first?
Coin yells out, "Damn it, he's still awake!"
All right. I interpret Coin. I'm not really listening to what he says, but I interpret Coin speaking as Coin wanting to go first. So I'm in a vortex where Coin below decks below decks to the barge.
Wait, are you going to resist this?
Bryn does not fuck around with bugs.
Hold
There's
on.
bugs.
I
Coin.
want to know. Is it like? Does Coin know that it's Bryn trying to teleport him, or does he just sort of feel something happening?
Well, you have felt this before, so the feeling will be familiar.
Actually, I don't
Have
think
you?
Coin. I think Rusid's the only one who got teleported last episode.
No, I don't think Coin's been
Sorry,
TP'd
no.
by him.
No, so you haven't been teleported before.
That's how we got the
No.
word, because
Yeah.
I specifically was. All right,
TP.
Yeah,
Coin.
no, it's definitely in character if you
Yeah.
don't understand what's going on and you try and block this.
No, Coin's just gonna yell, like, he's not gonna like resist, but he's gonna yell at like, "What are you doing?"
All right. So you teleport him down below deck.
Yep.
All right. So he goes down below deck. And
I'll
Coin over
stop.
to there.
I'll stop after that.
Cool. All right. Coin, let's get your initiative on there. There we go. Sweet. Googly moogly. All right. And then we go to Saphira.
Doing.
Coin yells into the darkness.
You should have night vision, right?
I do have
Oh,
my vision.
God.
I can't tell if it's on or if I'm just in an area that's like actually dark.
Saphir's committing murder.
Wow. All right. So you run up to the Scorpion and deal 13 plus 12 is 25, 25 plus 8 would be 33 damage to the Scorpion. Followed by another 5.
It's not murder when it's a bug. It's just a service.
It's a service.
I mean, we are executing it like pest
It's
control over
like
here.
cleaning.
They're not even fighting back.
All right. Anything else, Miss Saphira? Swashbuckling away.
Hey, that scorpion must be a good swimmer for it to have been on this boat.
Okay. Mr. Coin.
Coin is just very confused right now because he didn't expect to be teleported, so he looks around. Is Bryn actually down here? Or is that just token?
See him up at the top of the ladder.
Okay. Coin turns back to the ladder and he says,
What part of "I'm gonna stay on the ship" did you not get?
Need all hands below deck for this one.
he like just nods his head and turns around and starts walking. He's like,
Didn't yell out where they are. Didn't yell out what you're fighting. That's fine.
and then he turns up north, seeing Saphira and Crystal. Waddles in.
Hey, what's up?
Crystal is hooves deep in scorpion guts.
Can you kill this thing? Eventually it's gonna stab me with this stupid... I don't want to get hit by that.
Bruce's
He's like, you
trapped,
see-
we're trying to free him.
You see Ruzid like pinning the damn thing down. It's like, I can only imagine if a bug could whimper, it would.
All right. I know what I'm doing. I'm just double checking how far I've moved. Coin's gonna do a hop over everyone to over here,
Okay.
and turn to the scorpion and start taking swings at it.
Okay.
It's with advantage.
And you will deal 5 damage to the scorpion. It's still alive, but just barely as it's twitching.
So I know I have advantage. 14 doesn't hit.
No, it does
Oh,
not.
I'm
So
okay.
you have advantage
Right.
on that second strike, so re-roll it. The 19 will deal 7 damage to it. The scorpion's head falls underneath your blow, and your hand comes up gooey.
Ew. I'm gonna assume poison doesn't affect this thing, right? Because the scorpion.
Correct. It is dead.
Also that.
If you would like to poison the scorpion at this point,
No, Coin's just gonna hit it dead, and then he's gonna look around everyone. And he's like, "You needed me here for this?"
How did the scorpion even get in here?
I need to wash my hooves.
Rize kind of walks out, kind of brushes his hands together. I guess there could be more scorpions around here. I'm still trying to understand why there's scorpions in here. Like, that thing's big.
Either it swam, which now that I think about it, that must be unlikely, or someone's transporting them.
Maybe they were
Oh,
born.
you know,
maybe it was a baby and it grew up and just killed everyone else on the boat. Maybe that's where everyone went.
someone's transporting them.
Maybe
That might make
someone,
sense.
Forgot to wash the oranges before they put them in the hold.
Bryn, did you put the scorpion here?
Bryn has no idea how to respond. It's just such a ridiculous question.
I mean, if we're all here, might as well open another door. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Another scorpion?
2 scorpions. That's worse.
No! Rize goes up. He says, "Hey, Bryn, if you want to see some action, I'm gonna open another door."
All right, good luck.
Rize just kind of shrugs and opens the other door.
all right,
He opens his door.
you open that door. So that door opens, and a prepared action fires. As a bite lashes out at you. Does a 15 hit you?
Nope.
All right.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
What would you like to do, sir?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to activate my Dragon's Might,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna use my main action to grapple it with advantage. 26 to grapple.
All right. And you successfully grab a hold of it. You are holding onto a giant crocodile.
Rize just kind of
Hide
roars
you,
at
fight!
it as
Hide you,
they're pinning it down, and ends their turn.
Is there a hole in this thing?
Coin says
Crystal
looking
latte.
around.
There's a coin door.
Alright.
Look, they have one.
It's a dinosaur.
No, that's just Rusin.
Crystal rolls her eyes, obviously. She's going to. Well, first she's gonna. I guess we're gonna bless some people. So Crystal's gonna bless Ruzid, Coin, and Saphira.
Nice.
All right.
She's gonna give her reaction to Ruzid. Hit the other
Ruzid's gonna-
dinosaur.
Actually, is that reaction an attack? I think it's an attack only, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna swing at it. 14 to hit.
And you'll cut through its armor,
Nice.
dealing 6 bludgeoning damage.
Take those. Oh, and actually no, Giant Smite doesn't apply here. Not my turn.
Anything else, Miss Crystal?
Yep. And then Crystal is going to cast her spiritual weapon.
Ooh.
Pink sword.
Grab a big sword. Where do you want it?
Let's see. I'm gonna put it right here. Do I have to go into Ruzid's space here?
You
I
can.
can't leave it there, can I?
Yes, you can.
Oh, I can. All right.
Because it's a spiritual weapon. It's not a physical weapon. You can pass
It's
right
gonna go
through
right
it.
through Ruzid. Heads up.
Yeah. Full on anime style.
Rusid like sneezes as it goes past them.
Hit him.
And with the 14, you will hit it,
Alright.
dealing 6 force damage.
And that's it.
Alright. Then we go ahead, and it is its turn. It will attempt to bite you, Ruzid. The 23.
That's the sword. The spiritual weapon isn't a valid target, right?
It is not.
That's unfortunate.
Indeed.
I guess it has to say. Trying to think for a second. Yeah, I'll just take. I get hit by it.
Alright. You are pierced by 19 damage, and you are now grappled.
What happens if we're both like? Who's grappling? Are we just both grappling each other? Like what?
Mutually grappling. Yep.
Okay.
That's called
Yeah.
a hug.
This is suitable.
I was gonna say. They're just hugging. Why are you hugging?
And the tail gets to swing at a different target within 10 feet. That would be Coin. Coin, does a 21 hit you?
Oh yeah, it does.
You're going to get slapped for 15 bludgeoning damage. This is
Actually, I'm gonna
physical
use my
contact.
reaction here.
Is this like
Okay.
they're slant, like they're just moving around, or like
I'm gonna
does a
use
tail
my
swipe me?
Can it
It's
can
a
it be a
tail swipe.
target? Wait. Target.
Watch it.
Choose a
Fucking
different.
hurt.
Oh no, actually that doesn't work. Never mind. That also doesn't work. Ignore what I said.
Alright. But yeah, you're impacted for 15 bludgeoning damage, and because this doesn't have armor, it's just its hide, it physically touched you. So
Yeah.
its constitution saving throw is a 4.
Oh,
So it's
So
poison.
the crocodile is now poisoned. How much poison damage did it take from slapping Coin? 4 points of
4.
damage.
Live a little, give a little.
It now has disadvantage on all attack rolls until it saves.
Nice.
We then move to Bryn. What would you like to do, Bryn?
All right. How's it going down there, guys? Another scorpion?
No, it's
Yeah,
a
kinda.
it's a snake with legs.
A snake with
it's a
legs.
crystal. They look the same.
What's a croc? But you know what I mean.
Oh, okay.
It's
so
a
you
lot
guys-
bigger than a scorpion.
You guys think this? You guys think? Oh, I see Ruzid's in dragon form now. Okay, I guess they're pretty serious then. You guys think this might be somebody's like floating zoo? I wonder if they'd pay a lot of money if we give it back to them.
Probably less than they bought it for. to-
Is this
to
really
get one of 'em.
important right now?
Okay, guess not. Toddy, you want in on this?
Actually, now that since that's mentioned, Coin's gonna look around. Does this seem like, does it seem like an enclosure in any way, or is it literally just a ship with doors? Are they bars or?
Well, you're standing at the opening to this thing's area. There is some straw on the ground. There are some bits of scorpion scat all over.
Right.
This thing's been in there for a while, and looking around, this looks very much like a place where you would house a whole bunch of different creatures.
Coin's
You
gonna
look
look.
up, there's a cargo area that comes down, so you could lower creatures down in here. Yeah.
Did the thing end its turn?
Yes, it
Yeah,
did.
No, wait.
it's-
Oh, I
it's
wanted
my
to use
turn.
my reaction on its end of its
Sure.
turn
Coin-
to make it to like have it make a saving throw, like to not become incapacitated. So
Coin-
like Ruzi kind of gives it a glare.
With Bryn having said that thing, Coin's actually gonna look around and say,
Oh, I think this is just somebody's like pet shop.
Oh my god, I did not want to ping that. Holy shit. That is not what I wanted to paint. Wait, I want to paint
What?
this.
Oh,
Point turns
aspect
to
of
Ruzu.
majesty.
Wow.
And this is to cause it to not be incapacitated.
Yeah. You have to
Alright.
make a new save each end of each turn.
Hey, buddy, I think we
Right.
should just, like, close the door and get out of here.
The giant Ruzid glares at the thing and it stops moving. All right, Bryn, it is your turn. The crocodile is currently incapacitated.
All right. I just want to consider the possibility. Tati, it sounds like they're fighting a crocodile. Do you wanna be involved?
Why are they fighting a crocodile?
I
Crocodiles
don't-
are friends.
Oh boy. Look, do you want to get below decks or not?
This feels like a threat.
Last call.
I can get over there if I want to go over there.
Okay. In that case, approximately how tall is the ladder?
10 feet.
Oh, okay. I'd like to climb down the ladder. Will that use 10 feet of movement or 20 feet of movement?
10 feet. So
Okay. So yeah, I'll use 10 feet of movement to climb down the ladder. I would have just climbed up last time instead of Misty Step. Okay. So that's 10 feet of movement. I'll go 15, 20, 25. Is there a door immediately? Is that a door immediately like south of me?
affirmative. Yes.
I'd like to use my object interaction to open the door. Also,
Alright.
is the yellow thing on me? Is that a bless effect, or is that?
It is bussing. Yes.
Okay, I didn't think I was blessed. I thought it was Saphira.
It should be Coin,
Yeah.
Saphira, and Ruzid.
Yeah,
I
the
apologize.
three martial characters. All right, I got 5 feet of movement left, so yeah, I'll move in here. Interesting. All right, this room looks same as the other one. No sign of any like administrative. I was hoping for like a desk or some papers or something. Yeah, I'll stop. I'll just pass my turn without doing anything.
Okay. I did forget to do the con save at the end of the crocodile's turn for the poison, so I'm going to roll that now. Yeah, he failed. All right, he's still poisoned. All right.
He's poisoned and incapacitated and grappled.
Yeah. All right. Saphira, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna move forward and let's take a couple more whacks at it.
Why? No, you guys didn't look around at all before you just started swinging at stuff.
Nope. I mean,
Oh, look,
it's
first, the creature is incapacitated, so this is a critical strike, just a straight coup de grace. So it's 17 plus 12 would be 29. 29 plus an additional 9 would be 38. All right, so 38 damage. And apparently, Saphira dislikes crocodiles because the second crit is going to be 9 plus 12 is 21. 21 plus 9 would be another 31 damage.
Holy.
Leave the poor thing alone.
Wait, shouldn't the second one not get sneak attack?
You're right. I'm sorry. So we will take back 21 damage.
Holy smokes.
All right.
When it's got teeth that big, you don't look around.
Mr. Coin.
When you're on
Wait to
someone
meet
else's
you,
ship,
Saphira.
you do look around. So,
Well, we looked around
does
and we
Ruzid seem
found this.
Does Ruzid seem like he's disengaging, or is he still sort of perked up?
Ruzin?
It's still engaging.
I'm just gonna look at Ruzid and just say, buddy, the best thing we can do here is close these doors, get to the top, and tow it to whoever owns this thing. Because I don't think that croc has a wallet you can swipe.
He becomes a wallet.
Now it's just a matter of principle.
Principal. I think it's more of a matter of we can get paid for bringing them back alive.
Ruzi contemplates this offer.
Because if you kill everything, we're not getting anything for it. We'll get a handshake for getting their ship back.
I but home. And how would we move the barge anyway?
Well, we could all get together and push it. Or we could use our boat to drag this boat.
And Coin does not.
No,
If anything, he kind of steps back a little bit. He seems disinterested in combat right now.
Okay, cool. Then we'll go to Ruzid.
Yep.
As you attempt to speak intelligently to a giant lizard. Ruzid, what would you like to do?
This is I think Ruse is a little bit too invested at this point. They're
think?
gonna. Oh, also for future reference, I don't think incapacitated is auto crits. I think that's paralyzed. Just wanted to like make sure everything's kosher with the abilities I'm using, so I don't want to like break the game.
Yep,
Yeah, I think he's right.
you're right. All good. Well,
Yeah, I mean, no need to revert anything that we already
Yeah.
did, but just wanted to set the record straight.
Mhm.
Okay, with that, does the grapple automatically fall when they become incapacitated, or like
not in the case of a giant crocodile because its jaws lock in place.
yeah, Ruzid already had exactly. Ruzid's gonna shove them prone. I assume that's an auto fail because they're incapacitated,
Correct.
and they're gonna end their turn.
All right. Crystal Latte.
Gosh.
Yes. Yeah. That's a ticket. Yeah.
Hey Eric, just for timing's sake, because I figure
sir.
Coin's kind of decided what's going on here. Can Coin just kind of be walking back to the ladder to leave?
Absolutely.
Like, I'm done here. I'm not going through someone else's ship.
Yeah, go ahead and take your movement.
Yeah, you guys will just see Coin sort of walking throughout your turns.
We haven't opened this door next to the crocodile.
No, not
The
yet.
one that's not yet.
Maybe it's a saber-toothed tiger.
We need Tati for that. For sure. Bring her
Giant
back.
constrictors training.
Crystal's gonna use her bonus action to hit the guy with their spiritual weapon.
Okay. And you will deal 5 force damage to it.
Crystal, let's see.
Are you going to listen to the moderate views of Sea-Toad Coin, or are you going to follow the bloodlust pattern of Ruzid?
Crystal's just thoroughly confused by the choices in front of her. She's like, so we're not fighting, we are fighting. Bryn's just bringing people here. Okay. I think she's gonna back up. I'm just gonna use my movement. She's gonna move Connor to the back of the ship, and she's just gonna end her turn.
Cool. It is my turn. The crocodile is currently incapacitated and poisoned, so it's going to attempt to save against the poison condition first. It is still poisoned,
Oh my god.
and then against the wisdom saving throw for the incapacitation, it is no longer
Sorry.
incapacitated.
That's his turn. Oof.
Yep. All right, Bryn, what would you like to do?
I'm not really sure what Bryn would like to do. I guess Bryn would like to try and determine whether there's giant animals in any of these other holding cells.
Okay.
Ideally without personal risk to himself. But all right, is there any-
How'd you just go, aw?
There's one surefire way to find out what's in there.
I'm not even
Alright.
sure Ruzi would be dumb enough to do that right now.
I mean, you don't have to be a genius to figure out that there's probably animals. Brenda's gonna go over to this door and knock on it.
Okay. As you knock on it, roll a perception check, please.
Okay, we can do that. That's a net 20.
You hear a large mass scrape against the other side of the door and hiss.
Okay, that's pretty decisive.
Snake.
If I use my
No, it's a cat. It's
There,
definitely a big
there's
cat.
something with legs in there that crawled across the back of the door.
okay, that's a little terrifying. But okay. Can I use my action to go and knock on another door and listen or try and listen?
Sure.
All right. I'll go to this one in the back and I'll knock on it.
All right. Coming from that, we'll use the same perception check just because you're listening closely. As you walked up to it, before you knock, you hear a low rumble on the other side of the door. Do you still wish to knock?
A low rumble. Yes, I do. I'm assuming that whatever the rumble is like a passive noise, and I want to find out what the active noise is.
You hear the low rumble stop,
Okay.
and you hear a growl, and then you hear a punch, a massive punch, followed
Okay.
by two whimpers and more growling at each other.
I see. Oh, well, sorry, guys. That sounds like... Yeah, tough. Okay, yeah, that's all for my turn. Actually, I think I have a few more... No, that's most of my movement. I'm going to stop there.
Zafira,
You scalawags realize there's still this beast with teeth over here.
That sounds like a you problem right now.
So nice they can have fun.
Are you blessed here?
I am, aren't I?
Come on, baby.
13 on that second.
all right. The 13 will glance off of the thick hide of the creature, but you did deal 12 damage to it.
Awesome. Okay, so I did 10 feet. 20. Very. I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash down to here. Big thing with teeth.
All right.
That's Ruzid.
only sometimes.
Let's find out if Ruzi had heard that.
Oh, yeah.
No. No.
All right, Mr. Coin,
It's gonna go up the ladder.
going up the ladder,
We'll do a hop to the top.
hop to
Oh, yeah.
the top.
That's a good
Actually, I wasn't supposed
alliteration.
to. I actually wasn't supposed to have been able to dash because I used an offhand
He's
strike.
gonna keep swinging. 9 plus a d6. So 11 damage. And they're
Can
still
I move-
prone. They're still grappled. and
Out of
turned.
initiative. Some,
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no. All right. Coin just walked kind of to the end of the ship. He
Sure.
doesn't like hop or anything.
Okay.
I'm not sure if we're on Ruzin's turn yet, so I don't want to take up too much time.
You're good. So, you just go to the end of the ship. Anything else you want to do?
How far is this ship from ours?
Depends on if you go with or without the dinghy. Because if you're going without the dinghy, it's 40 feet. If you go with the dinghy, 30 feet.
Dinghy?
I love how this is.
All right. Coin's not crossing yet, but he's.
Because you got the little rowboat here that would cause it to be 30
Oh.
foot.
I see what you mean. Okay.
or 40 feet.
Coin stays on the ship, but he can be seen gesturing to Alie, whether or not she's looking, trying to get her attention to sort of like get closer.
Okay. Cool. She waves acknowledgement and will be bringing the boat closer.
All right. Then Coin just kind of hangs out on top
Cool.
and waits.
Awesome. All right, Ruzid, what would you like to do, sir?
Oh, I already took my turn.
You already took your turn. All right, so you dealt 11 damage to the giant crocodile. All right, Crystal Latte.
Did Bryn investigate all the doors on this side where we're standing?
No,
the one-
did not investigate the
Yeah.
bottom left one.
The bottom left one. Okay. So is going to. She's going to investigate that one.
Okay.
It's this one right in front of you, Bryn.
No, this one has two growling things behind it. It's the other one behind you.
The right here.
Yeah,
Yes.
that one.
All right. Is this an investigation?
Perception check.
Thank God.
You listen to the door and you hear wood creaking.
I think
You
that's
hear
unsafe.
two lizards. You hear two lizards at the far end of the hall fighting.
Is that one empty?
Crystal's gonna knock on it.
Okay.
Is anything
Crystal,
happening?
you don't hear
Hello?
anything other than the two lizards at the end of the hall. Literally, you have to have a 10 to listen through a regular open cell door.
Yeah, there's nothing in here.
Interesting. Maybe that's where the administrative stuff is, and we can find like papers and stuff in there.
Seems fair. She's gonna open the door.
Oh God! All right.
What the whole
Crystal.
when Coin is spending their combat time like finding the best way to walk back to the ship.
Crystal, as you open the door, a enormous tusk slices through the air near your head.
Ah.
All right, the one prepared attack. Okay, so you're going to take 28 slashing damage.
Okay. That's so unfortunate. Ow!
As-
Wait, can I see? Is it? Do I have to see the enemy or do I have to see them?
You have
this
to
is
see
important.
the enemy.
No, it says when. Well, I have to see when a creature with you can see within. Wait, are they not within 30 feet? I'm actually not sure.
You can't see.
Ah,
it.
35 feet. No, it
Yeah.
says I have to see the creature, not the creature that was hit, not the enemy that attacked. If that makes
Okay.
sense. But either way, they're too far away.
Yeah.
35 feet, just barely.
Yep. So, Crystal, this thing nearly beheaded you.
Totally wrecked my hair.
Oh yeah.
Crystal is going to close the door.
Crystal's going to attempt to close the door. I need you to beat the athletics check of the giant pig behind the door, which is a 12.
Oh, that one. You can
They
do this.
that one. Yeah.
All right. So Crystal will successfully close the door on that creature.
Okay. Not
Crystal's
empty
gonna
then.
be completely disheveled. There's nothing behind there. I think we're good. We don't
Oh.
need that one.
Oh, okay.
Good news, you no longer have any split ends.
I've been meaning to get a haircut. It's totally fine. And Crystal's gonna move toward the middle of the ship. Do I still have my bonus action? Did I use that already?
Yeah, you still do.
All right. Then I'm gonna hit the crocodile.
Okay.
Advantage.
Oh my god.
And you will hit. How much damage did you do with the spiritual weapon?
All right.
9. Awesome. All right.
Crystal's done. She's gonna take a second.
All right. The crocodile bites at you, Ruzid.
With disadvantage.
Disadvantage is a 22.
Unlucky. Well, how much? Wow, that's actually enough damage to knock me unconscious in one hit, even if it's not a crit.
In that case, I think we go for the silvery barbs.
I guess pray that the silvery barbs works.
Yep. I
It's
would
like a
like to cast-
50-50.
And I'll give Ruzid advantage on their next d20.
Okay.
50-50?
The reroll?
50-50?
Is a 24.
Okay, well, it still hits. What?
Yep.
I mean,
25 damage.
Okay, then I'm still up.
Yep. As those jaws just squeeze down upon your torso.
Who's just thinking to themselves how much they're going to like beat the fuck out of Coin after this?
There is no one in range of the crocodile to receive the tail swipe, so it can't do that. So, Bryn, what would you like
All
to
right.
do?
Crystal, you want to get out of here, or you want to stay and see this through?
I gotta. We can't leave Ruzid. We can't leave the dinosaur. That was a bad hug. He gave him a bad hug.
All right.
You can.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh my god. Coin is like, kill him already.
All right.
Coin doesn't know what's going on. But I'm just saying, you could walk up.
I'm going to cast a second level magic missile.
Okay.
So I'll roll my 4d4 plus 4. So that's going to be 12 damage. Not a great roll, but 12 force damage.
Exactly half of what the crocodile has left.
Okay. And then I'll use my bonus action to spend 3 sorcery points and get a second level spell slot back.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Mira.
Hey, let's finish this thing. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? I guess there's a-
Well, it worked.
And you kill the restrained and poisoned, imprisoned crocodile.
Probably the kindest thing to do in the long run.
Anything else you guys would like to do as at the moment you look around and there are no threats?
Second wind.
Okay.
Heal for 8. Bruised ends their transformation.
Alright.
And they're gonna rush up the ladder.
Alright.
Crystal's gonna step out of Ruzid's way.
Yeah.
Ruse is like running up the ladder with purpose, or running up and then trying to get out.
I think Coin's gonna
Alright.
go back in the water.
Hey, Saphira, anything behind that door we want to check out? We've investigated all the doors except for that one.
May as well find out. I will try knocking at the door.
Alright, roll a perception check, please.
My favorite.
I thought survival was your favorite.
Whenever the people under the
I love all my terrible checks equally.
whenever the people under the ship are done, you can pan the camera to me. We'll have something special.
Okay. So, Saphira, you do not hear anything at the door.
Oh, there's nothing there.
All right.
Good.
I
Well,
don't know, the
You think,
last
you
door
think,
that
you
had
think I
nothing
should
there.
open it?
no, don't open it. I think there's probably odds are there's another animal back there, and I don't think it's worth checking at this point. Now that most of the team is above
Yeah,
decks.
but I listened closely. I didn't hear nothing.
I mean, the
Please.
last nothing was a lot of nothing. So
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what happened to your hair?
I, just restyled it a little bit. It was fine.
Okay,
That was what was
Bryn
behind the
clearly
door.
doesn't buy that, but this is not the time and place. All right,
Oh, he
let's
doesn't.
get out of here.
It's a good look on you, Crystal.
Thank you. Aw. Crystal's deeply touched.
Well, we're not gonna open any doors. Let's get on out of here.
All
I
right.
don't think there's any people.
Bad we already have a
Alright.
statue. We could have just put the
Alright.
crocodile there.
Hold tight, Crystal.
Also, ew.
Ew.
I'll Crystal, I'll put you back on the change maker.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'll climb up above decks, and once I'm above decks, I'll use another instance of vortex work to pick up Crystal from below decks on the barge and deposit her back on the change maker.
All right.
Oh. You
Crystal
look
like
terrible.
flips her hair, pretends like the grand entrance. Ah, so much better.
All right.
Coin looks like sort of like panicked when he sees Bryn, and he looks around and he sees Crystal standing, and Coin like sighs with relief. Ha!
I was just gonna narrow my eyes. Like,
Okay,
you want to
that's good.
sit down? Do you feel a little lightheaded?
I need a mirror.
You hear Coin like pointing to
No, she made it back standing. No deal.
No.
Now, you should have seen it, Coin. That crocodile's about to eat Ruzid alive, and just as its jaws open, I stuck.
No,
my
actually,
foot
I
right
would like
into
to
its
explain
mouth
this.
Oh, hey, Ruzid.
And Ruzid's like giving Coin this sort of like death glare, and he's dripping with blood. Like
Coin
he
is
looks
completely-
extremely injured, and he's just like kind of breathing heavily. And,
Coin has a completely
and-
neutral face.
and-
He's not
and-
like invested at all. He's like,
And Ruzid
yeah.
looks at him and says, "You fucking sleazebag! What do you think I am? Fucking expendable? You pay me to fucking throw me into the combat and run away like a bitch?
You go onto someone else's ship and waste our time when we should be going to what's the
Waste
name?
our time!
and
I
point-
almost got fucking cut in half by that crocodile, and you just look at it
Wow,
and
it's almost
shrug
like you
and
shouldn't have
walk
opened
away.
the door, Ruzid.
I'll give you opening the fucking door.
You're not that guy, pal.
And Ruzid kind of like takes a deep breath and just jumps
Coin-
into the water and starts swimming towards the ship.
Roll an athletics
Bleeding
check.
heavily into the water?
Yep, exactly what I was asking for. All right, you're good. All right.
And then
You get
he climbs up the side of the ship. Like he
Hold-
doesn't
yeah,
even
Hold on.
use the
Before
ladder.
Bryn moves, he says like to Bryn and Spear, like,
Be honest, is there anything still down there, or do you guys kill everything?
Nope, there's
I
still
don't-
something. Crystal said there's nothing behind the door, but based on what happened to her hair, I mean, it's one thing if her armor gets all scuffed up, but like her hair, like that's the last thing to go. So I'm guessing she's barely still standing. And then
Everything else
something.
is wiped.
Yeah, no, well, there
Barely
was. We killed the scorpion. We killed the crocodile. There's one door. There were 6 doors. There's one door that's unaccounted for. One door had whatever. I think I saw a tusk, so something nasty. Whatever got Crystal. And there's one door sounded like it might have had. There was growling, maybe like bears. And then the last door. I'm pretty sure that whatever was behind it was crawling like on the door. So I'm thinking like a massive spider or a snake or something. But no, there's plenty of stuff still breathing down there.
Coin seems almost a little disappointed. He's like, all right, so half of any reward we would have gotten for dragging this thing is now
I think a
gonna be
third.
6 feet under.
I think a third of any reward.
Oh, a third. That's great.
You don't
Says-
want to go
he hops
taking
into
random
this.
dangerous animals around. You never know what kind of experiment someone might perform to upgrade them or something.
I guess
What do you
not.
think? I'm not much of a mariner. Do you think we can tow this barge just by ourselves?
Coin thinks about it. Now, I will say, in character, I feel like Coin's starting to wonder whether it's even worth it, since like we've already done damage. But would Coin know whether or not we could reliably tow this thing?
Coin wouldn't, but Allier would.
Coin will say, like, why don't we go ask the one person that knows more than a fraction about ships?
You got a point.
Aye, well, I'm
Alright.
right here.
I beg your pardon. Crystal goes,
It's a really big fraction, Saphira. But it's still a fraction.
And he
"Throw
turns
'em
back.
overboard."
He turns back. He makes sure like anything water affected is in the bag of holding. Then he does a hop. I have to double check. I think it's a 25-foot leap, right?
Right.
So would I be able to sort of grapple the side of the ship? Because that's
Sure.
about
Yeah.
that's about 25. All right, you guys see Coin hop, lands on the side of the ship, crawls up, and that's it. He just starts walking back towards the direction of Allier.
So, what'd you find?
Some of them found trouble. They're, well, I guess they found an animal transport and turned it into more like a corpse transport.
That's unfortunate. Those things could be worth a lot of money.
They did say there's still something down there. And, you know,
I mean, a barge
Right.
is a barge. I mean, a barge is worth a lot of coin.
what are our odds here on towing this thing to nearest port?
I don't see a problem.
Right.
As
And,
long as you got enough rope to, let it tow behind about 100 feet. So, you need 200 feet of rope, and we can do this.
all right. And
I
if
just
anyone
don't want
asks,
it I just don't want it hitting the ship,
I don't either. If anyone asks when we get there, the crocodile and scorpion were already dead.
Maybe they
Crocodile
killed
and
each.
scorpion were already dead.
All right. Yeah, maybe they killed each other or something. I don't know.
And then he starts walking back to everyone. And he'll say,
Well, we can probably still salvage something of a reward from this. Bryn said there's still something down there. Allier says we can tow it. So,
Yep.
any objections to bringing this thing to the closest port?
Let's make it happen. That sounds like we might be able to get a reward off of this.
yeah, and Allier should presumably be sort of moving it in motion to get it towed then. So
Yep.
Coin will just wait until we're closer.
So we'll take these lovely individuals and tow them over to the back of the ship over here. And the other ship will eventually get pulled up and behind over here.
Ruse is gonna try to take a quick nap here after that. After getting a little bit brutalized.
Coin makes a hop to the other ship.
Sure.
And this is just the process of setting it up. He'll grab a rope and hop back with it. And
Sure.
we'll probably hold it out for Allier or someone else to tie it.
Hey, she's
mean-
driving the ship at the moment. Do you want
True.
Saphir to take over driving the ship while Elliot does not? Or would you
No.
like Saphir to tie
Aye,
knots?
He's gonna look around like almost expecting Tati to be around when he's not. He's like,
Tati!
Hmm.
Got a job for you.
Yes, boss.
I got a knot needs to be tied. One,
Oh.
let me step a few feet away first. But we're towing this thing.
Excellent.
Coin is holding out the rope for her to get that. He'll
Okay.
hop back again to get the other rope as she's tying that one, and prepare and wait to repeat it for the second one.
Tati, survival checks, please. Need 2 of them.
Love it. Yep. You can always just stand Crystal back up. She's probably fine.
All right, yeah, you successfully tie clove hitches in place in order to have the barge drift about 100 feet back.
Technically, we also have the spare boat. We gotta tie up the 2.
Yeah, I was giving you the credit.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
figure
credit
one
for
of
that
them
one.
might have got it.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, just making sure. And once that's behind us, Coin will just start walking back, business as usual.
All right.
We'll
Well-
be going a little bit slower now that we're towing a barge, but tomorrow night, Inland Point.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm pretty spent
Yep.
after that. I'm gonna need to rest for a little bit.
All right. You guys can take 30 minutes now and take a short rest. And it is about 6 o'clock in the evening, so dinner time. What would you guys like to do this evening?
Coin's just sort of licking the wound right now.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of tension between people on the ship, and I think it might be best if we cool off for a little bit.
Not between, just at. Ruzin seems pretty pissed off.
I mean, you did kind of leave him in a grappling a crocodile, and even if you didn't want to fight the crocodile, we can
I
at
did
least-
tell him to let go of the thing. He was wrestling that thing. Shouldn't have even opened the door.
Look,
What kind of crocodile was it?
the big kind, the really
Did it
big
have
kind.
spots?
Coin.
I don't know. I wasn't actually paying attention to the spots.
How many toes
Coin,
did it have?
you know how far out
Yeah.
to sea we are?
How far out we are? I mean,
How far out we are?
Out of character, we
it's-
should be like
it's-
near shore, or are we like way far out, or I
You
think we're a
guys
few
are
miles.
within 2 miles of the shore.
I mean, wouldn't take long to see the shoreline. Not like in the middle
Hey,
of
but
nowhere.
But do you know how big the ocean is?
What, like by volume?
I
No,
it's
that's-
it's a rhetorical question. You know,
I don't think anyone knows how
Uh,
big this thing is.
finding a ship in the ocean is like finding a needle in a haystack. And if you see someone who's adrift, you might be the only one to come across it. So
Yeah.
it's considered polite to you know,
To
check
swing
on-
open the
check
doors
on
and start
someone to-
attacking anything behind it, right?
It's attacks first. There could my point is
It's a wild animal.
my
so
point is there could have been survivors.
I get that.
And
I-
just because there weren't, don't make it the wrong thing to do.
There are
Roll an
survivors.
insight check, please. Zafira, there's still 2 doors you guys didn't really look in. There could still be survivors.
Coin's gonna say back like,
I've had my share of trying to help people, and it bites me in the ass. So, someone can't keep their ship in line. I don't view it as my business. Now, if I see a survivor on deck, might be a different story. But when the ship's not moving, I don't hear any noise over here. I don't
Hey, Coin,
see a point extending ourselves. Yeah.
thanks for helping me out.
Coin, trying to remember what you mean.
I help a lot of people, so you're welcome.
By bringing me along.
Oh,
Sorry,
Oh.
it bites you in the ass sometimes.
that's not help. That's I just need an extra pair of hands around. But you're effective.
Also, those animals are survivors. They deserve a chance.
Well, the one's still standing, dude.
Actually, Coin thinks for a moment because he saw hay in the scorpion one. Did it seem like this is? He probably can't infer this just off memory, especially. But there was still hay. It wasn't like there was no food in there. Did it seem like it came from a bale of hay, a square of hay? Did it seem like?
It was a bale of straw, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And
I'm-
for the record, hay and straw are very different things.
Oh,
You can get hay straw, but straw is what was in there, which is basically just the stalk of the grain, not the actual head of the grain.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What coin
you can
was-
get- hay is a grain that you can actually put into like bread and stuff. The straw is
Oh.
just the actual
Yeah, it's
stock.
okay. What? Yeah, when Toddy mentioned that, Coin's thinking like they need a chance. Do they have food? He remembers the scorpion had food, so they probably still do. And he infers from that like they probably haven't been adrift terribly long since they still like they haven't eaten all their food. So just in care to Coin, he's a bit more reassured that like maybe we can find someone with a name for this thing. But he doesn't do anything with that. Like he's just thinking to himself.
Absolutely.
Is there a name on the side of the barge?
There
Or
is
the back?
not.
Does it
There
look like
had
a
been.
smuggling ship?
There
there
had
had
been a name, and it has been sanded off.
Excellent. A smuggling ship? We're gonna
Alright.
roll up with a stolen ship and a smuggling ship.
Well, we don't have to say it's a smuggling ship. We can roll up and just say that we found it adrift, and we had the means to tow it back.
All right.
I'll let Brandon
So-
handle that one.
As the sun begins to set, is there anything else you guys would like to do before we go into the watch for the night?
Nah, not Coin.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over to Bryn and like kind of thumb through the spell book and ask, do any of these make sense to you?
I don't remember what was in the spell book. Is that in the inventory somewhere?
I think I have it in my inventory. I'll whisper to you what they are.
Okay. Yeah, so I probably recognize most of those spells. And if they're not on my own spells, I'm probably at least familiar with them enough to understand what they do. Yeah, this is a pretty diverse set of spells in here. Anything in particular that you're looking to learn more about?
Nah, mostly just trying to figure out how to read this. How they work.
Yeah, well, so I'll go through the spells one at a time and explain what they are and broadly what they do. I can't really explain how to read it. I look at the words and they make sense to me. Yeah.
Please roll an Arcana check to assist Saphira in understanding the spellbook.
Sure. 11.
It's magic.
Magic is as magic does.
Fascinating.
All right. So, as the sun has set, Allier has now been up for 18 hours and would like to take a rest because you guys have had her driving the ship the entire damn time.
Yeah.
Coffee.
She hands the wheel to Crystal or Saphira, whichever one's closer, and goes below deck and yells one time, "Time to stop smoking!" And you hear the slam of a door.
All right. So I'll stay up with Saphira and take the first watch. And
Okay.
then Allie can have the night off, I think. And well, I guess do we have are there 3 people between us who have learned how to drive the ship? We've got
There can be.
Saphira and we've got Crystal. We could just drop anchor if we need for the last shift. I don't remember
Bryn.
who else.
I
I do not have.
no, Bryn. I can drive
Okay.
the ship.
Good. I didn't remember if you had ship sailing lessons yet or not. But that's good. if you-
Training.
Okay. In that case, we can do 3 full shifts.
All right. So, Saphira and Bryn, let's get a perception check followed by Saphira's boat driving skills.
You got it.
Or,
Oof.
Wow.
Oh, god damn it.
guys, please. I'm trying to let you guys live.
Oh, fuck.
We
me.
drive back to Ripeport.
We're actually driving the right point.
Alright.
However,
However, the ship is going in the correct direction.
That's good.
Alright. As you
sometimes
guys
you can
are
steer it with no hands.
as you guys are completely oblivious to your surroundings, y- you guys sail for a couple of hours, and then you hear ka-thud, the thud at the front of the ship.
Oh, shoot. Alright, yeah, I'll run up to the front and try and figure out what's going on.
Like fresh, or this would be an investigation check,
Okay?
because whatever has happened has already happened in his past.
Okay. Okay, so we're not continually bumping into something. 17 to investigate.
17. You can see that there is hull damage at the water line. It's not leaking yet, but your ship ran into something.
Oh, boy. Oh, Saphira, I think we hit something. Something pointy.
Again,
It'll just bump out, guys. It'll just bump out.
I'm gonna be a night owl by the end of this campaign. Just staying up the entire night,
It'll bump
sleeping
out.
through every single adventure.
are we taking on any water?
It doesn't look like it from here.
God,
I think we'll know soon enough if we hear yelling from downstairs. But I think for now we're safe.
Just wait
Yeah.
for the sleeping people to start yelling.
Maybe more like gurgling than yelling.
Oh, man.
Amazing.
All right. So, as you take this hull damage to your ship fairly nonchalantly, you guys will pass the
How
4
are we
hours.
supposed to take it? Like, what do we do at this point?
I don't know. Some characters have mending as a spell, but some people don't.
Some
I mean,
people
wouldn't
don't.
it be too big to mend anyways? Because you can only mend like small objects.
You can mend a square foot every 6 seconds.
Oh.
You just
I
gotta
think
work
I
at
thought
it.
mending is a cast time of 1 minute.
Oh, that's also like would take forever for that reason. Yeah.
It takes a long time. But yeah. All right. So you guys spend the rest of your shift on duty. Nothing else happens other than you guys having run over something. It gets me about
Just a
midnight.
road bump.
Yeah. It gets me about midnight. The moon is waning, so there is not a whole lot of light out tonight. What would you like to do? Who would you like to wake up for the next shift? If anyone.
I think Coin and Ruzid should not be on the same shift. So
Definitely
let's
not,
wake
'cause
up.
they can't
Let's
drive.
wake up. Let's
Coin
wake up.
did. Coin asked before he went up to the nest. He said like, "Wake him up for a later shift." He didn't
I
say
saw.
which shift, but a later one.
Let's wake up Ruzid and Tati from below
Okay.
decks.
Cool. Ruzid and Tati, you are awakened by Bryn.
Okay.
Our turn for
When I
this.
see
Okay.
them,
Yeah.
when I
Also,
see
just a
them,
heads up.
I give them a serious look and tell them, before Bryn says anything, I want you to know we are sailing in the correct direction and we have not run ashore.
Okay.
I think I just.
Good
Yeah,
work,
but I think
Captain.
something bumped into the ship. There was a crash earlier. That might have been a noise you heard. It doesn't look like we're taking on water, but we think. I don't know.
Was it another boat? Did anyone fall out?
We
Well,
didn't see none.
no. I ran up to take a look, and I couldn't see what we hit.
Well, I hope whoever or whatever it is okay.
I do too.
Probably just a rock or something.
That's what I think too. Is
I
that
hope the rock is
body of the
okay.
rock.
Moving rocks.
Well, as long as we didn't take any damage, we're probably all right.
T-bone. No, no, you don't say insurance will cover it. You say it'll bump out. It'll always bump out.
It'll buff out.
It'll bump out. Yeah, it'll always bump out. It'll always bump out. We just need to hit it with like
You gotta paint
a hammer
over it.
10 times.
If you guys are saying that the Megalodon's gonna buff out, I encourage you to go watch the movie The Meg and go tell me that again.
It'll buff out. It'll buff
Well,
out.
it'll buff.
Yeah, it'll buff out.
It always
go.
does.
All right, so Tati and Ruzid are awakened and handed over duties for the ship. Need perception checks from the two of you as Saphira and Bryn go to take their rest.
Suppose we could drive slowly.
Yeah.
All right, Tati's being perceptive, even if Ruzid is stewing on the day's.
They're still a little preoccupied. Like you know like the thing where like you like look into their brain, you just see like pure red and rage inside there.
All right,
What
Tati.
loves a barbarian.
Tati, can I get
Points
your
out like a
survival
light.
check, please?
Ruzid.
Very
Yeah,
peaceful.
I'm actually gonna draw a new death mask over my face.
Okay.
This one has the same like small detail and everything for a life story, but there is a jagged red mark on half the face.
Okay.
And as I put on this mask, my voice changes.
Ooh.
Like a very deep masculine voice just starts laughing. He says, "Oh, I knew she wouldn't forget me. Where are we? On a boat! Lovely! I'm so excited. Where are we going? It hardly matters. We have the wind, we have the ocean. Full speed ahead. What? Oh, we're carrying
I
another
think
boat.
it
Alright.
does matter where we're going. At least I learned that from Saphira.
Look over at Tati, and Tati's not paying attention to you at all, Ruzid.
I'm just like face up into the sky, just so happy to be on a boat again. And I will take the helm eagerly. I have +2 to whatever this is.
With the 22, the boat lurches forward as Tati catches the wind perfectly,
Oh shit.
and you guys are sailing true.
Strident.
Smaller than I like, and she doesn't have quite the same attachment to nature. She really needs to work on that. But here we are again.
Roll an insight check, please, Ruzid.
Do insight with advantage. 8.
Ruzid, you're so distracted by earlier, you're not paying attention to the fact that Tati has essentially given herself over to the spirit of a long-lost sailor.
Huh. Pretty OP.
Huh.
Who's it still like he's like thinking about how many different ways he's gonna throw a coin off the ship.
He
Is Ruzid
in
balding right now?
Yes.
a very
Very much
deep
so.
Masculine.
No, they don't have
voice.
any hair,
I
so
am.
What happened last
Singing
time
softly.
Ruzid tried to throw a coin overboard?
So
He almost threw
Tati's
himself
singing
over
soft. So Tati's
No,
singing
the time
softly
after
in a
that.
masculine voice right now.
Time after that.
All right. So as Tati continues singing sea shanties, Ruzid's plotting Coin's demise. You guys spend 4 hours. Tati, you'll see a couple of logs that you're able to dodge in the water, along
Logs?
with what? Yeah, they look like timbers from a ship.
little kobold boy. What are those logs doing in the water? Do you see a wreck out there?
What? Huh? Sorry, I was thinking about something.
Roll a new perception check, please, Ruzid. Yeah, you see what Tati's pointing at, but she's calling you little kobold boy.
Ruse is like so out of it, they didn't even realize that they called him that. They just heard that they were being called for.
Okay.
What's the deal with this? There's logs?
Is it a wreck? Cast about.
Ruse
Look for
like
signs of
squints their
wreckage.
eyes more and is looking at it more closely. I don't know if they need to investigate now.
Yep,
Or
let's roll
Up to
investigation.
the crow's
please.
nest, boy. Up to the crow's nest where you can get a proper view.
I don't go on the crow's nest. Going does that. You want me to wake him up?
No.
Ruzid, as you look over the side, you don't gather much other than the fact that there's some debris in the water.
He just looks like some flotsam.
Shaped logs?
Shit. Yes.
Have they been cut and planed?
I'm not sure.
Ah, yes. You can see right there on the edge. It's clearly been trimmed nicely.
Okay,
Part
so
of a ship, perhaps.
well, what do you want to do about it? I mean, we could just keep sailing. I don't see a problem.
Of course we should keep sailing. Always keep sailing. But keep an eye out. There might be survivors.
Okay. And Ruzik kind of like, just like thinks this is Toddy being like irritable or something, and just continues to like not really pay attention to what's going on.
Okay, cool. All right, so 4 hours will pass. It gets to be 4 a.m. You guys have had your full watch. You guys made great time. Who would you like to wake up for the next watch? Which will go
Oh,
from
don't
4
wake
to 8
anyone
a.m.
up.
Tati's telling you not to wake anyone up, Ruzin.
But it's our shift's over.
Ruzid recalls the only one who is willing to get up is Coin, so he's gonna have to interact with Coin if he wants to wake someone up.
Oh no, Ruzik would be glad to wake Coin up.
Okay, well, it's even more pertinent information then.
All right. So
I'm gonna go wake Coin up, okay? And Ruzik kind of looks like, where was Coin anyways?
He was last seen climbing up the nest when he said to wake him up. So if you were on the deck, you likely saw him climb
Oh,
up.
Ruzik was definitely on the deck then. Ruzik will climb up, and he's like, oh yeah, they're on the crow's nest, aren't they? And Ruzik starts climbing up.
Great. So you climb up to the crow's nest using the ropes and cargo netting. You get up there and you see Coin in a puddle of water in the crow's nest.
Know him.
Ruzik like goes up to Coin and just like roars in their face.
Which is funny because I imagine Coin's head is underwater and just a little trail
Oh,
of
if
bubbles.
is Coin in the bucket underwater?
No, the crow's nest is half full of water.
There, yeah.
Oh.
The nest itself is sort of a makeshift bucket, not entirely full.
Ruzik sees where Coin is under the water, and he picks them up out of the water and roars at
Please roll a
them.
Constitution saving throw. Okay, you're fine.
Coin seems
Wake up!
Coin does like a one of his eyes. They open individually. For a second, he's disoriented. He doesn't react to the scream, but then he sees Ruzi. He goes, "Oh God! Oh! No one else has climbed up here before."
Okay, now we're even. Your turn.
Huh?
And
Even
Ruzik
on what?
Drops them back into the water and starts climbing down the crow's nest.
Coin's genuinely confused. Like, even? Oh, okay. All right. And then he starts climbing down behind him.
Okay. Cool. You go downstairs. Coin, roll a perception check. Awesome.
Still waking
Thank
up.
you.
My
All right.
ears are ringing, so he's like, my grung ears.
Ruzin, you gonna go to sleep?
Yep.
All right, cool. So, Coin, as you set up for your watch, you're a little bit distracted by Ruzin's outburst in the middle of the night to wake you up.
A little bit.
But yeah, the boat seems to be going very fast. Very fast. And you look out and the wind's blowing really hard. Can I get another perception check from you?
Yeah. Oh, it lags.
Awesome.
Well, it does make a difference, but yeah.
Oh,
Thank you, sir.
Guys, we gotta start making our perception checks.
Wait.
he's got a +4.
Lucky.
Eric, this is up to
Megalon,
your
a
discretion.
real Megalon.
Yeah.
I double clicked that, so that wasn't intentional. So if I were to use lucky, would you allow another roll, or would you just take that double click?
We'll just leave it as is. The
I'm fine.
dice are trying to tell you a story.
I'm fine with it. I don't want to fight it.
So as the camera pans behind Coin, where Coin can't see, and Tati is driving the ship, the camera can see the silhouette of a ghost driving the ship through Tati's hands.
A ghost?
The ghost is laughing all the way.
Coin doesn't really see this, right?
No, this is just the camera behind. The spectators get to see this. Coin doesn't have a clue.
Cool. Hey, we won't crash. That's pretty good. Pretty good news.
Yep. Coin, for 4 hours, the ship is sailed perfectly. The rocking of the boat has never been less on the ocean. Every wave is ridden perfectly. Every gust of wind is caught ideally by the sails. You guys have made up a lot of time. And as the morning dawns, you can see up ahead of you a port that looks like the fabled Enlund Point. You guys made up 8 hours somewhere during the night.
Coin is a little like, heads in the clouds right now looking up. So when he finally gets up to look around, sees like, wait, we're already here?
Indeed,
look
we
back.
are.
You look back and Tati's wearing a mask with a bright red scar on one side of it.
He walks towards Tati, like to that part of the ship. He's like, you always had that mask.
Tati's hand is gonna come out and give you a big slap on the shoulder. Ah, a grunk. Some of my best men were grunks.
Wait, you had a ship? Are you okay, Tati? Do we have fruit? You're not scurvying on me, are you?
Not at all. Healthy as anything, this girl is.
So Tati slapped his back? No.
Yeah.
Does he?
Didn't even hesitate.
No
Does
thanks.
it? Would Coin know whether that would take an effect on her? Like
It would
Normally. Coin is very. He's curious. He does not know. His head turns a little. It's like.
How many times have you guys been to Enlund Point now?
I feel like
Is your favorite berth?
Bert? I don't think I've been to Edland Point. I don't think you've been to Edland Point, actually, now that I think about it. You didn't take the extra boat and sail ahead last night, did you?
Not at all. This boat is a very fine boat. A little smaller than I like, but sturdy.
I like that it's still on the water. Well,
Indeed.
Tati, I'll be honest, you don't usually have this much panache when you're driving. I'm impressed.
Oh no. Is she usually
Huh?
a timid thing?
She? We're talking in third person. Coin thinks that. No, I can't do it.
I Coin just sort of like stops talking. He doesn't know what to say. Like, no, I
Don't
can't explain
overthink
that
it.
one.
We're coming into Enland Point, the home of adventurers and adventures. Criminals and kings that are unseated and soon to be seated again, no doubt.
Not a big fan of the monarchs, but I guess some people are into that.
It is fun to watch them struggle.
Got that right.
Coin sort of can be seen looking backwards to the ship we're towing, just making sure it's still there. It's not hopping, knocking over anything. And he'll say like,
Rowboat's there as well.
Did we have any trouble last night, Toddy? Any hard
The wind
waters?
was strong.
rains?
The sky and the ocean were united to help us on our way. Although I do think 2 ships in port, it might be time for a good once-over. Every nail, every board should be inspected.
A
It's time
once
to
over.
check the seams of all the sails.
Yeah,
Leave
I
no
mean,
hinge unpolished.
I got half of that.
and just walks over to the side. He stays in the area while we're pulling in. He's like, is the sun rising now? Is it kind of
Yes.
like wake time for everyone, or is it
It's
still?
like time for everybody, yeah.
All right.
He'll say like,
You think we should go wake everyone up?
The day has already started. I don't know what they're up to.
Probably sleeping.
Then indeed, let's wake them all up. How many people are on this boat?
Coin just starts walking.
He's like, I'm not gonna knock you off your stride. You're sailing really well right now. I'll go wake him up.
All right.
And then he
So
just walks
everybody
away.
go ahead and hit a
Tati's
long
just
rest button
singing.
and confirm it. Tati, because you are an elf, you only needed the 4 hours of sleep you got, so you will not take exhaustion from doing a double shift of ghost sailing this morning. For those of you guys who've never seen a ghost touch rogue, these things are awesome.
Coin will wake everyone up and then go back over deck.
Okay. Cool. As you are coming onto the deck, you can see that Tati is pulling the ship towards the harbor. There's a breakwater, and behind it, there's a bit of a little lagoon area that's been set up in order to house ships so that they can dock safely without worrying about the waves.
I thought we weren't supposed to get into Enland Point until tomorrow night. Where are we?
I think we had a shortcut or something. You'd have to ask, I want to say Tati, but she's... you'll
Maybe
go talk to her. You'll figure it out.
Bryn, roll a
Maybe-
perception check, please.
Okay.
Yep, with a 10, you can look up at Tati. She's got the widest ship sailing stance of anyone you guys have seen on board. She looks like she's been born on the waves. And she is sailing the ship with one hand.
I think she just really likes Enland Point. She's just really excited for us
And
to get there.
singing in a very deep voice.
What? Is that Tati or her cousin? Sounds like a man.
Hey, Tati.
Now that I think about it, they are pretty weird. Huh.
Tati, I didn't know you could sing like that. You got some pipes on you.
Yes, a gift of the ocean.
Well, rumor has it you found a shortcut. I'm glad you managed to get us here a day ahead of schedule.
Are you a drow?
Tati, we've talked about this. What's going on?
We'll never understand the friendships my cousin makes.
Oh, I see. Well, Tati, Mr. Cousin Tati. Yes, my mother was a drow, And well, I don't know why you would have a problem with that, but Tati accepted me for who I am, and that's enough for me, and I don't need your approval. And then Bryn turns around and goes below decks.
The shade.
Is Bryn
It's a
talking
sensitive
to you?
type, isn't he?
Bryn, as you go below decks, Pitney Bones has started smoking tobacco this morning.
Yeah, I'll distract myself from the devastating blow to my self-esteem that was just struck. I so thought that I'd put this crap behind me after sailing on with this bunch of weirdos. But nope, everywhere you go, someone's still got a problem with the half-drow. Well, alright, Pitney, I'm gonna knock on the door to Pitney's room. Hey, Pitney,
It's smoking hours! It's smoking hours!
I wish to inform you that we've arrived at Endland Point.
Really? You gonna let me out of my little hole here?
Yes, you're free to go, and I'll open the door.
I'm gonna throw you out.
The
Pitney.
door, the entirety of the room has been painted with all sorts of effigies of all of you crew members dying in hundreds of different ways.
Oh, fan art.
She has been very busy depicting how many different ways she could disembowel, hang, kill, or otherwise injure every single one of you.
Still better
Okay,
than
so you can have.
Still better than Tati's racist cousin.
Okay, well now you can write. You can go write about how you're gonna kill us on your own time. We don't
He
give a
comes
fuck.
out. It's nice. Sunshine, Inland Point, home. It's so nice. And my ship. You guys done a good job keeping my ship intact.
Coin
Yeah.
says, these waters still count as Endland, right? We could just throw her into the sea, and she's still at Endland, right?
We're so close, Coin. We've put up with her all this way. Let's just let her.
I mean, at this point, I just kind of want to finish out the deal, even if it isn't cursed or whatever Bryn's talking about, you know?
All right.
Why are you calling
Miss-
it your ship?
Miss Pitney Bones, I understand that we may never be friends, but
Oh, never.
thank you for. Well, we're here.
Oh, go
Please
ahead.
leave.
Oh, go ahead, Bryn. Thank her for what she's done for us.
She
Please, just-
smiles a nearly toothless grin. Her 4 teeth shine bright yellow in the morning sun. And she says, as soon as you get me on land, y'all are free to depart my ship.
All right. Has the ship been sailed in and tied down?
I'm going to give you guys a moment before we can do that, just in case someone wants to do some prep before we get there.
But it will be said before we're actually docking, Coin is gonna make his way back to around this area.
Sure.
Look at it. He gets the vibe that Tati's really passionate about this ship right now. So I was gonna say,
Yes.
All right. Seems like you maybe found a rare book or something. You got any ideas on how we're gonna pull this thing in and not hit the back of our ship, pulling in?
Absolutely.
Coin just looks around like expecting an answer, and when he doesn't go, he's like, "Okay."
I will
And
say
I'm-
though. Oh, go on.
I appreciate the confidence, Tati. Seems like we're getting a little close. Maybe we should start doing.
As you say so, Tati starts sliding the ship sideways towards the dock. And the
Coin
barge
watching.
drifts, almost parallel parking itself next to the ship.
Oh. Coin will go to the dock side, part of the ship, and just be like,
Okay.
All right, pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm glad you approve. A
Meet
true
standard.
sailor needs.
Crystal's
Oh,
gonna
I'm
walk
sorry,
up to Pitney and say, "Why do you keep calling it your ship?"
It's my ship. Y'all are the ones who keep stealing it from me.
Not your ship.
Hey.
Our ship.
Hey, we took it fair and square.
True.
You took it fair and square. We'll see what they say on shore.
We're not on shore yet.
No,
Are you suggesting that you want to
What do
do
you
a
mean?
little bit of funny business once you get on the shore? Is that what?
no funny business. None whatsoever.
He's gonna do an insight check.
Okay.
17.
She has no intent to do anything humorous once you guys arrive.
"Oh, thank God,
Oh, great.
no stand up." Okay, just get off and go.
Rudy like kind of squints his eyes more. I'm watching you.
She smiles and is very proud of her position on the ship. As Tati brings the ship to the dock, you guys throw the lines over. Last chance. Anyone want to do anything before you guys dock?
Okay, I know Eric's clearly tipping its hand to tell us that we need to be doing something, but I don't know what that something is, and
Okay.
so let's just.
It's casting Armor of Agathis, the second level.
It might be casting. That may be the correct thing to do, but I still only have 3 second-level spell slots, and I think Bryn is naive enough to think that Pitney Bones is actually gonna give us at least an hour before she comes and tries to take the ship back.
At
So-
least an I love that. I love that idea that like Brit thinks that they're going to take the ship back, but not immediately. They're gonna take it back in an hour.
As you guys
Bryn, what-
land, Pitney Bones walks over and gestures to one of the dock hands. Hey, boy, bring me a ramp for an old lady. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Let me and my crew off. They're going to be here for a little while. Yep, that's it. Yep, thank you. Thank you, lad. All right. It's been a pleasure sailing with you. I'm going to go get me some dinner. And Pitney Bones walks down the plank with her cane. And as she turns left, he waves at you guys. I'm sure we'll see each other sooner or later. Maybe sooner. Or maybe later.
Bryn does a full body bow from the waist, from up on the ship, because he knows exactly what that means.
And she putters along the docks past a couple of the dock hands and talks to them as she's wandering away. Almost like she knows them by name.
All right, fellas. I think we need to have at least half the crew stay on board at all times.
I think we can have the whole crew stay on board and just wait for at least a day.
Can we dock somewhere else?
I'm
Or we
not
could just
sure.
leave, I guess. That would be funny.
Patsy's cousin, whatever your name is. Can we dock somewhere else?
You want to leave? We could go back to the ocean, but it's past time for this ship to have a maintenance.
Coin walks to
Couple
the
of-
middle from the back of the
Yeah,
ship.
a couple of the couple of the deckhands are pointing at the front of your ship, just below the figurehead.
Coin walks up from the back of the ship. And he,
Oh, is she gone? Oh, she's finally gone.
Good riddance.
he turns his attention to the stagehands and he's like,
Oh, what? The figurehead? It's all right. It's temporary.
and then he
They,
keeps.
they're like,
keeps walking.
no, beneath it, and they're pointing. And if you guys look where they're pointing, you can see that there is a timber that has wrapped itself around the front of your ship, wedging itself in the hole that it made in the front of your boat.
I think we found out what we.
Take on any water.
I think we found out what hit us. in the middle of the night last night.
Something.
To the point
we
that
hit.
it
Hold
looks
on.
like
We hit
yeah.
something.
it looks like Skinny is riding a skateboard sideways.
You mean you guys didn't put that on there? Looks kind of good.
When did this happen?
Oh, we told Wizard
who
and Tati.
knows?
We assumed they'd pass it along to you. But
Coin-
I guess
Coin starts like
Oh.
climbing on the side. He's like,
No one told me about this.
and he starts sort of going up to the front to look at it up close.
It's pretty brutal. The timber came from another ship, and you guys apparently hit a shipwreck in the middle of the night. You just
Coin
plowed
seems-
straight through it.
British Burma, bad luck.
A weight like drops in Coin's stomach. He's like, we're still afloat. And he starts climbing back. He's like,
That's bad. That's wow. Tati is really good at driving. I mean, the fact
let-
that we made
let's
it
hope-
here.
Let's hope that sailing off that barge will make us enough money to pay for that.
And who was driving when it happened, so we know where the money comes from.
Could have been anyone.
well,
If
hold
I
on.
were a betting man, I would bet on someone's name starting with an S. But that's just
Okay,
me.
let's hold on a second.
Pitney Bowles' name
you
starts
haven't-
with S.
Coin, you haven't bothered at all to try and learn how to sail a ship. Why should?
Oh, I
the
know how to
people
sail
who
a
are-
ship.
Hey, then why have you not been doing it this whole time?
he
Why you
doesn't
let
talk
me
for a moment.
steer into walls and
He
steer into...
he crosses his arms and looks to the side for a moment. And he looks back. He's like,
Because I can't reach it. I can't turn it. It's just, I don't have like a good orientation on it.
Look, bad luck. Unfortunate things happen, and they're gonna keep happening. And I think the repairs to the ship should always come out of the ship's funds, rather than
he
because we
looks
could.
at Saphir
could
for a
spend-
second, and he says,
You're lucky we have the general funds to cover these expenses. For now.
Nah, I believe that it's you who are lucky, because I have 16
Oh, I'm
goals
always
in my
lucky.
name. Aye, well, we're agreed then.
I don't think we are. But the longer that the front of our ship has a gaping hole and timber in it, the more uncomfortable I am. So,
he says, turning his
Aye.
attention to the ramp and off.
I think it's a priority we get someone to look at this.
Yeah, I do agree. We'll need a shipwright to take a look at this immediately.
Certainly we don't need bad luck on top of that ghost that we've been dealing with.
So as you guys turn your attention away from the ship and towards Inland Point, you get your first view of the wondrous city that is where you guys decided to go.
Oof.
It's beautiful.
Ryport was so much nicer. I can see
You know,
that
the city
city.
may look like shit, but at least, hopefully, there's somewhere I can actually buy some better armor. And he kind of like grabs at his flimsy chainmail.
I can see why Pitney feels perfectly at home here. Just based on a first glance.
Well, you know what they say about places with broken down wooden houses, right?
No, I don't.
No, what?
Can you fill me in?
Don't stick around too long.
And then he
Oh.
starts walking down the ramp.
Yeah, that's good advice.
Who
And
says
you, there are shipwrights around, right? Or not
Town,
shipwrights,
sure,
just
yeah.
just guy. Someone that seems like they're like checking people in or whatever. Coin's gonna look for someone to flag down, and he's gonna say,
Hey, hey, buddy, we have a couple business here. I need to get directed. Shipwright?
he says, sort of like counting on his fingers.
Where can I find one?
Shipwright. You're looking for a shipwright to fix your boat?
Yeah, just look at it.
A shipwright to fix your boat. I think I can find someone.
Yeah, maybe even reinforce it, because I feel like this won't be the last time it happens.
Yeah.
That was a joke, but it does need to get fixed.
Yeah, we can get the ship fixed. The
You?
ship looks familiar. Different figurehead, though.
This ship? Oh, it's like a Theseus. It's traded hands a lot.
A lot? Or a few times?
I don't know, man. I don't count.
Was that Pitney Bones we saw getting off the ship?
I think so. Yeah. No, it was. We gave her a ride.
You gave her a ride and you kept the ship.
Oh yeah,
I'm
no.
impressed.
We worked it out. She gets off here and stops bothering us.
Impressive. Well, then I suppose I should congratulate you and welcome you to Inland Point on behalf of the Longstriders Consortium.
Oh god, it's these clowns again.
God, I wish I could long stride my way far, far away from those guys.
Coin doesn't give off an
Trust me,
impression of
we
botherness.
are not the people you think we are.
You think so? Because I got to be honest, it wasn't a great first impression.
I'm
Yeah, where's the
fairly
rabbit?
certain the rabbit. Oh, you mean Rifer, the goody two shoes with the hammers.
You seemed like the type to me.
Rifer is his name?
Yes. From the Fey realm. He's down south in the mountains at the moment. Shouldn't give you any more trouble for the foreseeable future. Or me. He and I would not get along, which means that you and I likely will.
Right.
Well, that's a comfort.
Were they that bunny?
By the way, darling, you have the most beautiful armor and luxurious hair.
Thank you.
Could I entice you all for dinner? By treat, of course.
On your treat, I don't mean to cut this conversation short. I really want to figure out this business before anything. You say you can fix our ship?
I'll have someone fix it, yes. I can't do it myself, of course. After all, it would mess up my manicure. But I'll have someone get it done.
Well,
It'll probably take a day or two.
For that, you what's your charge?
I believe I'm supposed to do this complimentary as per your contact in Nausha. One known as the agent.
You would be right. Well, I'm glad
Oh,
we had that
love
part
him.
worked out. There's one other thing then. While we were pulling in, last night or so, we came across this, I guess, animal transport boat, but no one on it.
Interesting.
So we were looking to flag down the owner, let him know. Maybe have a conversation about them getting it back. Anywhere we could maybe find, lost and found board.
What kind of creatures are on board the barge?
Coin waits for a moment. He's like,
Well, we didn't check every door. I know there's something that I think hisses back there. I saw a couple animals didn't make it, but we couldn't really do anything to help that situation.
A barge whose name has been sended off. Creatures. Dangerous, I assume?
Well, yeah, if you consider a croc or a scorpion dangerous.
Coin doesn't.
These are regular crocodiles and regular scorpions. I don't figure they are too dangerous. But from your impression, they sound
Especially when
more
they're dead.
large.
Yeah, pretty
Do you
solid. I
mind
mean,
if
it
we
fits
take
on
a
that
look?
thing.
You mind if we take a look? And as this guy's talking, his lips don't stop here near the front of his face. His lips go all the way back to where his jaw opens.
Coin is gonna wait for a moment. He's not looking for anything specific, but he's just trying to get a read, body
Yeah.
language, how he is. If he seems like he's of some authority around here or trustworthy, he looks around to see if he has like a buddy, like henchman, or if it's just him and that kind
Perception
of.
check.
Yeah, just any information pertinent to like.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. The lowest stealth check of cohorts at the moment. 1d20 plus 10. Yes.
Yeah.
You will see a couple of people in an alleyway and around that are paying very close attention to this guy and his interactions with you. You will see, let me get them here. You'll see a dark-skinned woman with a longsword. You'll see a white-skinned woman with long black hair in a blue dress. You'll see a familiar individual that you guys saw at the ship tavern, which you guys know as T. The person who had given a mani-pedi to Crystal and Tati.
All right.
You see several people paying attention to this situation, and this guy, who with the bright red hair, is apparently the front man at the moment, as they are trying to stay hidden.
Coin's gonna wait a moment with him gesturing to go look, and Coin's gonna say,
So would it just be you checking out the ship, or is your entourage going to be going with you?
He leans in. I think we'll just let me be the only visible person going on board, if you don't mind.
Coin seems sufficient with that, but he'll turn back just to see if anyone in his crew has anything to say. But he gives a positive nod, an affirmative, like,
Yeah, go look at it. You know more about this place than I do,
Coin.
so if you can help us find, who lost it.
If they work for the agent, then they have repayment, right?
That was my next question, actually. So we're here to meet somebody.
Yes.
And Coin recalls that we weren't told where in Enland. We just had to go to Enland. So he's gonna say,
Is there a general sort of business house, something?
it's not the right word.
A place for people to meet up, a general area, or is it all just townhomes here?
He smiles. The Rusty Lobster sounds like the place we should meet tonight.
Works for me.
It's enough of a dive that anyone who doesn't belong will stick out like a sore thumb.
You got a time in mind?
Dinner, perhaps? After all, your lovely lady here, and I believe we have a date. He questions Crystal.
What's your name?
My name, Mademoiselle, is Skius Cross. And he bows with a flourish that would make your dad proud.
Maybe my dad. We'll see.
I hope they have a separate table there.
They have several tables. However, even with our date, we may want to discuss things at the same table.
No, that's fine. Just maybe once our business is done, you guys can sit somewhere I'm not sitting.
Very well.
You don't like dates, Coin?
Yeah, the dates. That's why.
If you want and would feel more comfortable, I'm sure I could find a young grung lady for you.
Oh no, trust me. No one could keep up with my schedule.
A grung man?
No, I said no one, no person.
Damn.
Very well. Pardon me for intruding, but yes, let's go see your barge and see what kind of creatures we have aboard.
So during this whole conversation, Bryn
Yeah.
has not left the. Is this conversation taking place on shore, or did this
Just on the
gentleman?
docks, right there.
Okay. So Bryn has not left the ship yet because he is extremely paranoid that somebody is basically just gonna come up and commandeer it. And Bryn is of the opinion that at least one person in the party should be, should be on board at all times. So while this is happening, Bryn is probably too far away to hear what's being said. But I would like to be keeping an eye on the way the conversation is going and looking for trouble, and also just looking around to see if it looks like, because Bryn can't tell if this guy's a good guy or a bad guy at first glance. So I'd like to be looking around from the deck of the ship to see if there's anybody else skulking around nearby, and it looks like they're gonna jump us and try and take the ship.
Not skulking nearby, walking boldly up the gangplank to you is a woman that seems to be here with a purpose. And she walks up the gangplank directly next to you and leans on the side of the ship.
Can I help you, ma'am?
You think you've helped quite enough? You've done well. And she leans back. You got it here. You got it away from the witch and from the slavers, away from the drug traders, and dealt with Crab Island. Good job.
Well, you seem to know a lot about what's been going on. I don't suppose I could ask your name?
You can call me Mari. And her name is Mari, is all she's going to give you at the moment.
All right, Mari. Nice to meet you. I'm Bryn.
I know. I make it a point to know who I deal with.
I'm not surprised.
And she leans back and goes, "You expect Pitney to come back?"
To be honest,
figure
As
maybe.
indeed.
I'd be a fool to expect her not to come back.
I'd also be disappointed if she didn't.
What, are you gonna
So
set up with
have you
us?
set up? What traps have you set up for her?
At the moment, well, why, may I ask, why, I think whatever business we have right now with Pitney Bones, whether good or bad, right now is between her and us, unless you want to get involved as well. Are you with the red-haired guy down there on the docks?
With Cross? I don't like being known as being with Pius Cross, but we work together occasionally.
Bryn chuckles a little bit, thinking back to the broken mug when Crystal said she was with Bryn, and Bryn nods and chuckles a little bit.
So,
Well,
let's try to get a couple of things in place just in case Pitney Bones pulls one of her little stunts. And she will hand you a crate and breaks out a small pry bar to lift the top of the crate up. Inside the crate, there are lengths of rope that appear to be about 15 feet long, and there are some initials on the ends of the ropes where the tape holds the rope tight. And if you look at it, it's got the initials NC on them. And she takes a couple of these and says, "Take these, spread them around the ship. Just place them anywhere innocuous. Just leave them out in the open and don't touch them after you do." And she goes around and starts just laying these ropes all over the edge of the ship.
I'd like to watch her, but I'm just to see what, just around just the edges.
Yep, around the edges. She places one near the mast, but all she does, she loops it 3 times, puts it down, grabs another, loops it 3 times, puts it down, and just keeps going around the ship. And after she puts a good 15 of these around the ship, she seems much more relieved and relaxed and says, well, unless you want me to go to stage 2, that's going to be it for me.
Uh,
And
I don't
with
think we're
stage
quite.
2, she pulls a little red vial out of her glove and hands it to you. If you want me to go to stage 2, we can.
Stage
But
2?
are you with Bryn or are you with Skias Cross?
I think Skias. I had to look away for a moment, so I'm not
Okay.
sure where like the
Yeah,
location.
you're going to be with Skias Cross, going to go inspect the barge.
Okay,
Stage
yeah.
2 is being offered to Bryn for security. Do you want us to go to stage 2 for security based off of the vial in your hand, Bryn?
Maybe not yet.
Okay.
We don't know what Pitney's planning, but she keeps referring to this vessel as her ship, which to me strongly implies that she's not just letting it go.
Marty scoffs. Her ship. Ah. Not anymore. Have a
Alright.
nice day, Bryn Walker.
Hold on, just a
Bryn.
second. Before you
Yes?
go,
Yes.
alright, I give. We don't. What's the deal? What are the things that you're scattering around the ship? What is stage 2? What's that red vial? I was trying to play it cool before, but
What a poker face.
I give up immediately.
I give up
won't.
immediately.
Tell me.
She smiles up. The ropes are a gift from a friend. If you have not messed with them, I encourage you not to. Stage
Alright.
2, if we want to enhance the security of the ship and you have not messed with that vial, I encourage you not to mess with that vial and simply throw it overboard away from the docks. And she will click clack her very tall boots down the gangplank, down the docks, and into the city away from you, leaving you with a red vial filled with dark red liquid with a little stopper on it that has been somehow bonded to the top of the vial.
Well, it doesn't look like we're getting straight answers out of anybody here, but
Great answers. Who wants those?
I guess thinking about it, I'm saying this more quietly to just the people who are still on the boat with me. I guess maybe it's not really our boat either. Well, so Bryn thinks about it, and I'm gonna take the vial and I'm gonna put it in my coat pocket next to the Black Star suit.
Okay, let's roll a this would be an Arcana check to recognize what that was.
Okay. Here it is. That's a nat 20.
Very, very cool. Bryn, you've seen this before in school. There you go.
Ooh.
Oh.
Right.
So there's that. You now know what stage 2 was she was talking about. And you don't have the identify spell, so there's no way you're going to find out what the ropes are unless you have identify. So, unless you want to experiment with them. Do you wish to mess with the ropes?
I don't think we mess with the ropes.
Okay. Cool. Who all is with Bryn at the moment on the Changemaker?
I am.
I am.
Saphira is. Tati is.
I am.
Bruzid. Okay. That leaves Crystal and Coin going with Skius Cross to the barge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
I like to think Coin didn't even notice that nobody else came besides Crystal until like halfway.
Rooted is like just watching Coin walk to the barge by themselves and is thinking himself serves them right.
Well,
It's like,
he's got this tall guy striding behind him, and Skius Cross looks very self-confident, wearing this very nice white shirt in this really dark town. And as they make their way towards the barge, he offers his hand to Crystal to help her aboard the barge.
Crystal takes it.
And as he provides you just enough support to where you are able to do it on your own, but it's that nice little handrail level of guidance. And as soon as you're aboard, he lets your hand go so that you are free to be on your own, be your own self-powerful woman.
Coin instinctively like he turns to someone. And he's like, "Can you believe it?" And then no one's there. Oh, what? Oh,
Yeah, so by now Mari's probably walking back down the gangplank, and we're left wondering what all these twisty ropes are that have been left on the deck.
To be fair, there are 20 of them.
And is that all of them that were in the crate, or are there still more?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, all 20 of
so-
them got laid around.
Gotcha. The crate's been empty. Sounds good.
Yeah. There's an empty crate on the deck if you guys want to use that. And a pry bar. She left the pry bar for you guys. But yeah, you guys can look off to the left-hand side of the ship where Skius Cross, Crystal, and Coin are on the barge. And Skius will talk to Coin. Do you mind if I go downstairs and investigate what creatures you have below decks?
Yeah, just knock on the doors before you open them.
Careful of your hair.
I'm sorry?
Careful of your hair.
Oh, thank you. I use a very wonderful conditioner. I may have to share. Anyway, pardon me. And
I'm guessing you don't need it, but let me know if you need backup.
He smiles. And as he goes down, the last thing you see before he gets out of the sunlight going down the stairs is he reaches into his silk shirt and he pulls out a piece of chalk.
Cool. Right.
And he goes in, and you see him open the northern doors and goes in there, and you hear, it's a shame that they're dead. Looks like they did kill each other. It's amazing that a scorpion makes marks like that. Almost looks like the crocodile killed itself.
Yeah, I guess you just go crazy.
It's a shame.
Just from like the top hatch. Yeah, just when you're out on sea, they just go mad out there.
Did you know that there were snakes aboard this?
There are snakes aboard it?
Apparently you didn't know. It's a wonderful thing you kept the door closed. Those are giant coral snakes. Quite venomous. They can drive a person mad. And he crosses beneath the hatch going to the
Coin thinks to
backside of the
himself,
ship.
maybe Rusa did open that door.
Oh, goodness. Razor boars. Deadly creatures. Oh. One of them has blood on his tusks. Interesting. Hopefully it's not from a self-injury. Those boars are worth their weight in gold.
So by now, Bryn has probably seen that the Crystal and Coin are on the deck of the barge, and the red-haired man has disappeared below decks.
Yeah.
So Bryn's gonna walk over to the side of the Changemaker and call down to Coin and Crystal. What's going on over there? Everything okay? Does he
Yeah,
know that
He's just checking in on this boat that we found and the condition we found it in. Just getting a read of the situation.
Coin almost
Three
looks at you like
cave bears.
disappointed that the animals were killed. Like he can't say
Three
it, but
cave bears. Goodness gracious, that one has fangs. Oh no. Ah. Did you guys don't welcome anyone aboard your ship tonight, okay?
Wasn't planning on it.
And I don't know what that is. What is that, you gorgeous creature? I've never seen the likes of that.
If he says it's a
And-
mirror, I'm unhooking the barge.
His cross comes up. You have quite a small collection of very lethal creatures below decks there, even though the two managed to kill each other somehow, which I'm not able to figure out how Scorpion deals those injuries to a crocodile.
That's
Anyway,
up. I guess that's something whoever gets it will have to figure it out.
it might have been some sort of madness venom from the Scorpion. After all, the coral snakes are just lethal.
I'm no animal expert. More of a general knowledge kind of guy.
It's an interesting find. I know that we did not contract you to recover anything like this along the way. Congratulations. Do you have plans for it, or do you wish to liquidate it?
Well, we just found it out there. If I really don't have much pull in the situation. If someone's looking for it, get it back in their hands. If it seems like,
He will
can't be
lean down
traced
to
down.
you. If someone's looking for it, we don't want it in their hands. I'd much rather have the coins in our hands.
Coin seems a little. He's like, yeah, but I don't know who lost this. It could just be some guy with his farm.
He smiles, and as
Although-
he smiles, you've heard of an ear-to-ear smile before, but Skius Cross actually has an ear-to-ear smile.
Joker.
Although if he lost the animals, he's probably not that good of an owner. Now that I think about it.
Have you considered that a person who deals in razor boars, giant coral snakes, monstrous crocodiles, giant scorpions, and vampiric cave bears may not have the best interests of society in mind?
All right, I like your argument. You're swaying me a little bit here. Really doubt it was just a rancher that lost this boat. Yeah, no, it would help us a lot if you could get us in contact with someone that might be interested in what we found here.
All except for the cave bears, I think we could find new homes for. The cave bear is going to have to be put down.
Yeah, as he says that, Coin does like a little neck slice thing with his hand. He's like,
Can't make it. Doesn't seem
No,
like something
not
you
like
can.
that won't work. More like, and he gestures like stake to the heart.
Doesn't seem like something you could just release to the wild.
No, that would be unwise. We wouldn't want someone to open their door in Inland Point and say, please come in, and involve a vampiric cave bear.
Sounds like the setup to a really depressing knock-knock joke.
Knock knock. Who's there?
mauled to death.
Vampiric bear.
Very fortunate you did not open that door.
Oh yeah. No one. Yeah, we're not really the animal caretakers, so the sooner we can get this situation relegated to someone else, the better.
I believe we can provide you with a solution. I will talk to my contacts before dinner and find a suitable sum. Think about what you would look for, and when I provide you the offer, hopefully my offer supersedes what you were expecting. We will, of course, have to sink the barge.
I think that's fair.
He looks at the barge, just like,
We can't sell it.
He
Um,
smiles. Mademoiselle, when we deal with illicit goods such as would be dangerous to society, we do not want any trace of these products left. We could sell it, however, it might come back to haunt us in the end. So I would rather, if it's okay with you and your associate here, to dispose of it on a more permanent basis.
doesn't hurt to sink the paper trail.
Seems fair.
Burn, then sink. But yes, I believe we are on the same page.
That just seems counterintuitive, but I get what you mean.
So,
All right. Well,
I believe anyone who messes with this barge will regret it. So I believe this will be secure enough as is. I will take one precaution, and he's going to place a little white cube directly on top of each hatch.
okay.
That should be enough. And he will walk over to the edge of the barge and offer his hand to Crystal to help her off the barge.
Crystal takes it.
Okay. My goodness, you're so graceful.
So nice
Shame
to
that
have
so
someone
many
who
of the
cares.
centaurs are brutes. You're quite the example of loveliness, darling. So,
that's
Mr.
one-
Grung.
That's
Mr.
one business
Grung.
down.
Yes, Mr. Grung.
Coin's fine.
If you
Or Mr. Coin.
Mr. Coin. Nice to make your acquaintance. The Rusty Lobster tonight, say 6 o'clock.
Sounds good.
The rest of your crew should be welcome. We'll keep an eye on the ship if you don't mind. And just as good faith, I believe Gerard offered you a reward for dealing with Crab Island. And
Yeah.
he slides you a bag. A very light bag. But
Coin
it
looks at
doesn't
it.
jingle with coins. It more rustles with the sound of stones.
Is this the payment we were offered?
He says as he prepares to open it.
He puts his hand directly over yours, touching your skin deliberately, and says, "You'll find yourself well compensated."
Does that
you might
gesture
want to open
imply?
that in print.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, he's gesturing you to not open your wallet in public.
gotcha. Coin will read the cue, and he'll pocket it or put it in the bag of holding.
It's at this point you realize this guy's immune to poison damage.
I did catch that. Do I need
Yeah.
to name this or anything, or just bag of payment?
Bag of coins. Would you like to know how much is in it?
I mean, I can wait till I open it. I just wanted to know if it matters
Go ahead
what
and
I.
mark it down now. There are 14,000 gold worth of gems in the bag.
Sure. All right.
We are rich.
All
Time
right.
to go on a shopping spree.
And this guy just handed it to you like no big deal.
Oh shit.
Payments
As he's about to take his leave of you guys, he says again, the Rusty Lobster, 6 p.m. I'll be there on time, and I do
Rusty
hope
Lobster.
to-
Which one of
Yes.
these decayed buildings is that again?
He smiles. If you go down this street about a quarter mile, you'll see a beggar on the right-hand side dressed in orange. Turn right, and you'll see an open door at ground level. Make your way inside, and you'll be at the Rusty Lobster. Easy to tell if you're in the wrong place, because there won't be a Rusty Lobster over the bar.
Coin gives a thumbs up to him.
6 o'clock.
He bends down, takes your hand, Crystal, kisses the back of your hand, and with a very wide smile, we'll see you later. And as he walks away, from the alleyways. First 2 guys, then 4 guys, then 6 guys, then 8 guys follow in behind him as he walks down the street away from you guys.
Coin doesn't seem phased. Yeah, I saw him.
Bryn
Well,
Bryn
he's
is
nice.
watching from the deck, and he's very faced because he didn't see that at all.
Same with the beer.
Coin will start making his way back to the ship and where everyone else is.
All right. What's our status? Who's the redhead, and what's
I
What's
think
our
that's
plan?
our connection here.
As he's
There's
walking up,
definitely a connection. Sorry, what?
Coin just looks at Crystal like, why? And then he looks back, pulls out the bag, and he's like,
We've been handed off our payment for, the island job. I think we should wait to open it till I'm, not in the public eye. But we gotta go. I'm planning to go meet him at the the Rusty Lobster. About 6 o'clock. We gotta go meet with him.
Coin and I have a date.
Did we also
Like
get
Wait.
payment for the barge?
You have
I'm
a date.
sorry. Whoa.
I have
whoa.
business.
Back up. You have. I'm sorry. Did you say you have a date?
With him, with the red-haired guy.
You're dating him?
So on the past
Wouldn't
2
you?
occasions, I think both of them were at the the Broken Mug episode. Bryn panicked at the suggestion that he and Crystal were an item. But I think upon learning that Crystal apparently has a date
I
with
did
this
notice.
red-haired guy in a silk suit, I think Bryn feels just the tiniest twinge of jealousy.
So you coming along, Rick?
Oh no.
Yes, I think I should definitely be there.
Wait. What did you get for the barge?
He didn't tell me. He said that we're well compensated. But I'm gonna wait till maybe we're under deck to pop this thing open.
Well, I was hoping to get some better armor in town, so I think we should
Ooh,
not
I
payment
want
now.
that.
We can
too.
split it
What
up right. We have till 6. We don't have anywhere to go. I'm
Well,
just
then-
not opening on this ramp.
Okay, well, let's just open it under deck, split it up, and then we can go our separate ways around town. No?
Yeah,
So,
might as well.
Coin says as he
Coin,
begins.
as you
oh,
come
no.
onto the deck of the ship, there are ropes everywhere.
Oh,
Guys, I think we're secure. That's what the anchor's for. And
actually,
the ropes to the deck.
the ropes are some added security. While you were talking to that individual who was on the barge with you, another woman came up and she gave us this box full of ropes, and she scattered them all over the deck, and she told us not to touch them. She also gave us, Bryn's gonna pull out the vial from inside his coat pocket. She also gave me this, and I think she kept talking about Phase 2. I read about this in school. Guys, this is Alchemist's fire. I think that our contacts would rather burn the ship to the waterline rather than let Pitney Bones get her hands on it again. And I'm not sure how to feel about that. But
I plan
think
to do that after they give us another ship, right?
either way, I think it's pretty safe to say that our ship is secure for now.
All right.
But don't touch the ropes just in case.
Yeah, priority number 1, let's not burn our ship down. 2,
Yeah.
let's go open this bag.
All right, I'll put the fire away in my coat pocket.
Coin will go down under deck. He'll start walking to the middle, but he'll notice the Pitney door is open.
Yep.
And he hasn't seen this yet, so he pokes his head in, sees the drawings. He'll look at one of himself.
One of yourself? Awesome. It is a picture of a grug with the skin of your chest pinned to the wall. The ribs have been splayed open like you've been dissected, etc.
Coin looks at it for a moment and just says,
I'm not that short.
and he walks away. Walks to the middle. I assume some people are following me down here. So he's doing it. He's doing it like
Still smell bad?
visibly. He's not just going in his room and closing the door. He
And
pulls
for the
out.
record, I am trying to keep the gore level from Pitney Bones on the. Yes, it's there, but we're not going to go too deep into it.
I can fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
And Coin will pull out this little bag that doesn't seem really full or anything. He'll open it up. What does he see? I guess like it's just gems, right? There's nothing.
There's
Pops
a
out.
variety of gems, everything from diamonds to astral rubies, all sorts of fancy gems that you guys probably never seen before.
Do we have a table down
Only
here?
No, you don't. Not yet. You guys haven't bought one.
I guess Coin will just sort of crouch down and empty them onto the floor so he can separate them for like
Yep.
each
It's
individual
only
payment.
like 10 rocks, but the 10 stones are worth a lot of money.
Coin looks at it. I get the feeling this cannot be evenly split across us. But
Not by handing one coin to each person. No.
so he tries to think. We were each promised 1K, so across 1, 2, 6, 1,400 wouldn't really divide. We'd still have 2,000 left over, right?
I think Bryn has followed Coin downstairs to make sure that we got paid, and I'm wondering,
Yeah.
should we maybe try and sell some of these gems?
I know some of us are going to want to go ahead and spend our cut of it. So there's really not much point walking around keeping them as gems. I wish I would have known this. I could have asked them where we can offload them.
Well, maybe that should be our first mission, is to go around. How long do we have until
You guys
Bryn
pulled
is
in at
desperately
around-
trying. Bryn
Yeah,
is
you guys pulled
desperately.
in around noon. So let's say you guys spent an hour getting the traps all set and the barge inspected. 30 minutes checking out the gems. So let's say it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You got 4 hours before you're supposed to be over at the Rusty Lobster, which is a 10-15 minute walk.
Right.
All
Coin will
right.
say a couple hours based on his knowledge.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And Coin will start putting the gems back in it. Yeah, he's not going to get too caught up on like valuing them individually because he kind of gets the feeling we're just going to trade them in. But I think he tries to he makes sure we get paid what we were supposed to, and it seems like we got more. So with that, he puts them away and starts. He's ready to go up deck again.
All right.
Wow.
As you make
we
your
have-
way out deck, you see all those lengths of rope around. You see that the deck hands have kind of shimmied away from your ship. No one is hanging around the boat anymore. Except for your crew.
Well, it looks like we have powerful friends in Endland Point.
Coin coming up and seeing the rest of our crew, he'll say to everyone,
Good news. We're paid more than even I expected, but it's not in coin. We're going to have to go trade in some gems. If anyone wants to go spending, it's going to be out of your pocket, or you're going to have to find a way to turn these gems into coin.
I think the first thing we should do is we should find a reliable place to cash in some of our gems. And then I think we should also have a discussion about where the money goes and how we divide it up.
So each of us gets 1,000 based on the pay, right? So ballpark, I think we'll have 7,000-8,000. Couple, just under like 10K probably for general funds. I say we just keep it, for the crew, as opposed to splitting it again and giving everyone 2,000.
So what do we do with if Ruzid wants to buy new armor, can we pay for that out of the general fund, or does Ruzid have to spend his own money on it?
Well, first off, Ruzid, first thing you should ask if you're paying 3,000 for armor, just make sure you're not getting ripped off.
Well, that's not the point. The point is where does the money come from?
How valuable is the purchase?
I don't know.
If it's something that'll keep you alive, Yeah, I think there's some leeway. If you're just trying to get, I don't know, the extra shiny armor with no benefit, maybe we discuss it.
Coin, we've worked so hard to get this money already. I'm not gonna waste it on stupid crap at this point. I just need some better armor.
All right. Well, let's start by turning these gems into gold pieces. All right. And with
Yeah,
that, I
Coin-
think
Coin seems ready to go look for a way to like actually cash it.
All right.
You can spend your money how you want. I don't know if any of you forgot, but the giant hole in the front of our ship tells me we're going to want to keep a fair amount of funds for worst case scenarios.
Coin, don't you want anything? Don't you like shopping?
I have what I need.
Well, yeah, but what about what you want?
What I want, I can't buy. I can only find it, and I couldn't. So,
Is it love?
not in the conventional sense. Maybe more of an attachment. No, it's something I had. I lost. If I need something, I'll know.
Coin says, sort of gripping the coin in his mouth, flipping it.
Okay.
And so we're not really walking with a sense of direction.
Sure.
So we're just kind of walking around. Coin's being mindful of where the lobster is relative to us, so we don't like get lost.
Sure.
But yeah, Coin's just reading it out, looking for a shop.
Awesome. All right. So you're going to find a shop off to the left-hand side, a couple blocks away from where you are intending to go. It's a fairly elaborate shop. What kind of shops are you looking for exactly before we get there? Just looking for any shop, or are you looking for a specific type of product?
Anything, any sort of vendor that would have gems on their stock or, in mind for spending. So I guess maybe like an alchemist shop or like a jewelry place or a pawn shop.
Awesome. I have exactly the place. As you walk up, you see a very fancy purple sign that sprawls across the front of the shop, and all it says is Fanny's Fantasy Products. And as you walk up behind the counter, you see a halfling with bright purple hair. Well, hello, Dooflachi. How are you doing today?
It's Coin, actually.
Yeah, whatever.
I couldn't
How can I
totally.
help you?
I haven't been to a fantasy shop. What's the inventory here?
Anything you wish.
All
And
right,
she
so
bats her long eyelashes at you within reason.
how about trade-ins?
Trade-ins? Absolutely. I love doing some trades. And she busts out a notebook, the flip top notebook, and she pulls a pencil out from behind somewhere in her hair. So, what are you looking to trade?
Gems for coins.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm not too. I
Yeah.
don't have a great
Okay, well,
imagination.
Fine. And gems for coins.
You said
All right.
anything.
Yeah,
Within
no
reason.
problem. No problem. And she reaches under the counter and pulls out a bag, not much bigger than the one you have, but this one has a golden rim on it. And she goes, Isaac, just keep an ear out, just in case. All right. Now, let's see what you got. And she does a sleight of hand, and there's a jeweler's loop in her eye now.
All right. Coin will get a read on the place, make sure it's a legitimate business and not just
Not at all.
cardboard box. And he'll pull out
This place
the bag.
could collapse at any moment.
Yeah, but that doesn't seem different from the
Roll a
rest of the town.
perception check, please. Mr. Coin, you have never seen a more booby-trapped facility in your life. There are grenades and bombs in every corner, behind every curtain, next to every single beam, strut, rafter, everything. This place is rigged to explode.
Coin holds onto the bag defensively, and he looks around. And
How long have you been set up in this town?
About 6 months now. Why? Oh, just precautions. We don't like being robbed.
So if you were to get robbed, you just burn the place down?
Burn takes too long. She smiles.
Are there grenades at the back door while you're running out while it explodes?
She smiles. Who needs to run?
I think Bryn subconsciously takes a step towards the exit.
Coin points at her and says, "You?"
Oh dear. Just that good. So, let's see the gems you've got. And she puts a little black velvet sachet on the counter, along with some tweezers.
Coin still
Let's see
doesn't
what
seem super comfortable yet handing out the bag, and he's like,
I want to get a feel for what you have available. What's your limit on trading to begin with?
Limit. And she seems genuinely offended. As
Gotta know the border.
she reaches into the little bag that she's got, the little it's a clutch, a little tiny fabric bag with a little metal rim on it.
yeah.
She reaches down into it and goes, limit, and she does a shower of coins that go back down into it. There's more coins than should be fitting into that bag.
All right. Coin feels a bit better about it. He gets the impression of, like, if she can carry around more money than we have, there may not be an incentive to pull something. So he's gonna open the bag, but he's not gonna hand it off yet.
Yep.
He's gonna just get maybe their shares worth, about 6,000.
Sure.
And hold it out. And I assume she has a little thing set up, a table with cloth. They'll put it down on it.
She's got the cloth there with the tweezers, and she puts a little scale next to it. And she
What's your rate
look-
for this?
And
she will look at it.
before I say, is it fair to assume Coin has an idea of what he's putting down? He expects around 6K.
Absolutely. We have established already that Coin is very good with financials and appraisals.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and give you the benefit of the doubt on that based
All right.
off of backstory. I'm not even going to make you roll it because we have established a factual thing that Coin understands appraisals.
I'm comfortable with it. I just wanted to run by you before I say. So, like, Coin will say to her, like,
I have an idea of what I expect for this. I want to know what your rate is.
Sure thing, honey. Let's see. Y'all are tall.
Thank you.
Crystal looks
And
confused. Them?
she looks at the coin, at the gems. Well, I've got to make a profit, right?
Who doesn't?
Of course. So I can move these. How honest are you being as far as, are you willing to try to poker face her and try to get a deal off her, or are you going to try to go legit for value?
Coin has only said he has an idea of what they're worth. He hasn't tried to lead on. He
Okay.
wants to see if she's gonna, like, super lowball him, or not know her side of the worth. He's trying to get a genuine transaction here. He's like,
Okay.
I expected to get about 6,000 off this. I want to get 6,000 off it.
All right. Well, they're worth 6,000. They are. I of course need to make a little bit of money, and if you're looking for gold or platinum, what are you looking for?
I mean, I can take it in gold. It'll probably end up split a few ways. So, unless
It weighs
someone
a
else
lot of
wants,
gold. You know
unless
that,
someone,
right?
yeah, it is. Well,
All
two
right.
one.
Coin's gesturing. He turns to everyone to see if anyone specifically wants
Coin,
platinum.
they want you to take it in plat because if you don't, you're gonna be carrying that much gold.
Yeah, I can fill that one out, Ruzid.
Well, then just take it
Anyone
in
have a-
plat. What's the problem?
Do you sell armor here?
Toddy, shut the hell up.
I mean, it is a fantasy place, so I'll probably have it.
You know what? If you wanted an
Centaur?
Electrum, I'd like to see you carry that much Electrum. It would be pretty
Centaur,
fun.
Yeah, we do sell a couple pieces of armor. Not many, but a few. Yeah,
Oh, you sell armor?
What kind of armor?
a couple pieces.
Plate?
Yeah, spoons and knives too.
Oh,
Well-
come on.
She's funny.
She smiles.
Before that,
Um,
anything, we'll just take it in platinum.
All right. So, 600 platinum pieces minus a profit margin of 10%. So
Seems fair to me. Coin will give a
I'll
nod.
give you 5,400 or 540 platinum pieces, which comes out to 5,400 gold.
I'm fair for that rate.
If anything, he says, reaching back into his thing of gems, he'll pull out another 4,000 worth,
Okay.
and he'll hold it out.
I assume you have room to take a bit more on that offer.
Of course. And she smiles. All right. So here you go. And she will hand over, because you're doing 4,000 more gold.
10,000
Worth-
total.
10,000 total. So she will give you 9,000 gold in platinum pieces, which is 900 platinum.
All right.
How much is your plate armor?
My plate armor, dear, it's hella expensive. It's been worn before. It might not fit you quite so comfy. I mean, from the waist down, it's going to be kind of restrictive.
You have any mundane plate?
Mundane, darling. Who do you think you're dealing with? This is Fanny. I don't deal with anything that's mundane.
Okay, well,
mundane
what's
thing I
your
dealt with
cheapest suit of magical plate then? I'm assuming it's
The
going to be
last
out of our
thing
price
I
range.
dealt with that was mundane was that question.
You know what? You got me.
So, with 900 platinum on the table, Coin will
Yes.
I assume we can all grab our shares now, but Coin's like, I'll throw it all in the bag if you don't want to count it here.
As long as we're here, I'm interested to see what else you have.
Sure.
Do you have
She-
anything?
She's already been asked for plate armor. She has +1 plate armor, and the armor. Oh, come on. Character sheet. Here we go. The armor cost for the plate. Where's the armor? There it is. Is going to be 3,500 gold for plate. Yes, sir. Hi, aren't you a cutie?
Oh, probably blushes at hearing that, but
Are you her boy toy?
okay.
That's a yes. Oh wow.
Ruzid, is like,
That's great.
Bryn has no
How
idea
do
how to deal
you
with
have
that.
it going on?
So he's just gonna completely gloss over it and pretend it was never said, which seems to be a more and more frequent thing that has been happening recently. But Bryn is gonna ask if you have anything that a mage might be able to use. Magic wands, magical staffs.
Ooh. Actually, I do.
Anything that enhances magical traits bestowed by a magical bloodline. I'm trying my best in
Bloodline.
character to ask for sorcerer.
As you say bloodline, her smile gets much bigger. Now, when you say bloodline, Duflachi, do you think we're talking about big reptilian bloodlines? Or other bloodlines?
Maybe for Ruzid, but I feel like the honesty is just like the best policy here, and so I'm just gonna pull up my jacket sleeve and show her the gears that are spinning on my arm.
Such a shame. Well, I got a couple of wands. Let's see here. I've got this one, and she holds it up and it disappears. I got that one, and I got this one, and I got that one. She's held up 4 different wands, and I'll sell you any of the 4 of them randomly for 2,000 gold. 2 of them are worth more. 2 of them are worth less.
Do it. Do it.
As much as I appreciate rolling the dice once in a while, I think I'd rather know what I'm getting ahead of time.
You're no fun.
Boo.
She bats her long eyelashes. You sure? Tell you what. I'll do you a special. I'll tell you what the wand is, but you gotta take a shot with me.
All right, deal.
All right. She reaches under the counter and pulls up a black bottle. Just completely opaque. She pours out what looks like a pink Pepto-Bismol in 2 different shot glasses. She smiles at you sweetly. All right, so I have a Wand of the War Mage, and that's going to be 1,200 gold pieces.
All right.
I have a Wand of Magic Missiles for 8,000 gold. I have a Wand of Web for 6,000 gold. And I have a Wand of Smiles for 300 gold.
Oh, I should have taken the 2,000 gold offer. Well,
All or nothing gambit.
well, a deal's a deal, and I'll pick up the one of the shot glasses and hold it up.
Okay, she holds hers up and she goes to drink.
Yep,
You
I
drink?
offer a little clink, and then I'll drink whatever. I'll drink the.
Oh, she
Drink
puts hers
whatever.
back down. All right, please roll a d10,000 as you have
All right.
drank dragon's blood.
Yeah.
All right. Been a while since I've
All
seen
right.
this.
So we're gonna do slash roll d10,000.
Yes, please.
Oh no, is that the wrong slash?
Slash.
He's stalling.
A little bit, yeah.
All right, 83 64. All right. Oh man. Okay. Cool. You will hear a scream from outside the shop as a guard runs by, grabbing at his hands, and it looks like someone has crushed his hands in just a massive grip, as his gauntlet's size has been reduced by 25%.
Oh, Jesus.
As
Ugh.
the guard's hands have been shattered.
Ouch.
God damn.
She looks out. Well, it sucks to be that guy. And she pours the other shot back into the bottle and corks it. and puts
Coin
the bottle
asks
back
her,
underneath.
How often do you do this with customers?
All the time.
And he still wears this?
First time that's happened.
Well, he won't be wearing them next time. That reminds me of something. You said it's a fantasy play. You have anything I could desire, right?
No, I said I have a lot of things that you might desire.
All right, but I can get real crazy with it. All right. Do you have
Just as
gloves?
crazy as I can.
Just like nice gloves.
Gloves, of course. I have a pair of gloves that would make your toe hairs curl.
Preferably gloves that don't do that.
She smiles.
No, but it's a
Shame.
matter of principle.
Yeah. Yeah. I have some gloves here, and she brandishes a couple pairs of gloves at you. These
Something
are the
business presentable.
business
but-
presentable. Oh. And she immediately puts the previous gloves away before even showing them to you, and produces a small wooden box, and opens it, and there is a pair of what look like isotoners. Perfect gloves. Leather. Beautiful leather.
All right. Pretty good. Ooh, I like the stitching on that. What's your rate?
And those are going to be 5,000 gold pieces, but you'll never regret them.
Never regret them.
Never regret them.
Coin looks at them. They just seem sort of like gloves, right? No. Nothing more to it.
Arcana check. Yep.
It's just gloves. Now Coin is thinking, like,
I gotta have nice gloves. Like, I'm trying to like win someone over with a handshake. I can't do it with my bare hand.
She smiles and she will say, "Let me demonstrate."
Yeah, I'll take a demonstration.
She takes one of the gloves, slides it on her hand very sleekly, keeping her hand in view at all times. She reaches out to shake your hand.
Coin reciprocates.
She shakes your hand, and as she withdraws her hand from you, she hands you back your purse and takes the glove off and puts it back in the box.
Oh, that was a damn.
Coin's thinking about, like, what would I use that? But he feels like it would not hurt in a pinch. He likes this. He's
I'm gonna say, all right, I see you. So I could pay off Coin, but I have a couple things wouldn't hurt to trade in. You take rugs.
Floor rugs or head rugs? Yes, on both accounts. Anyway, that's a joke.
Was it? It's a floor rug, by the way.
Okay.
Coin will set down his
and she gestures that you're bald.
It's been like that since the day I was born.
Damn.
Okay.
and Coin will put the bag of holding down and pull the rug of the displacer beast out. And he'll say,
Now this one, I'd like to know. This one
I'll give you
seems
2,000 gold for it right now.
2,000. Oh, okay.
I don't think Coin.
No,
Really
right
knows,
now.
Right now? All right. I shake your hand, but I got to put the glove on first. And I still haven't bought it. Actually,
Okay.
why don't you just throw that on the fee? So 1,500 for the rug, and I get the gloves too. No.
He looks at you. That's not how math works, dear.
Well, it would, because it's 500 for the gloves, 2,000 for the rug.
You know,
1,000 for the
weren't you
gloves.
just talking about how you wanted to spend it
I
on stuff that's
misheard.
important?
There's an extra
Ooh.
0 on there for the gloves.
5,000. What would that be in platinum?
500.
Oh. Coin, having misheard this number, was gonna think for a moment.
You have any other gloves?
She
Preferably
smiles. Yeah, I've got some.
something under the, under the 1 platinum range. Maybe even like, keep it under 500 gold.
Yeah, I got a pair of those. Here, and she puts on the counter the rattiest pair of deckhand gloves you've ever seen. A weightlifter from Gold's Gym would be ashamed to wear these.
I don't think I need a demonstration on that one. It's not really what I'm looking for.
I'll sell them to you for a copper.
Copper. Coin's thinking like, I would never use those, but a handshake's a handshake, and it's a non-option most of the time for him. So he's thinking,
You know what? What am I gonna use a freaking copper? All right, just knock it off of.
no,
No, I'll pay it separate. You do the rug a different one, and he'll pull
Throw
out
it
a
in with the
copper.
rug. I'll throw the pair of the gloves in with the rug.
I don't want to
first.
make you do that math. So
That's fine. Just
Oh.
2,000 gold for the rug, and I'll give you the gloves for free.
I'll take that. Yeah, sure.
So you gain 2,000 gold pieces and a pair of ratty ass garbage gloves.
perfect. So technically,
When you put
Coin
the
got.
gloves on, I need you to do a Constitution saving throw, except for you're a grung, so you have advantage on this.
Coin will try them on.
Sure.
Just so they don't.
With
you know,
advantage, I
break
just need you to
apart.
be a 10 the first time. It only works the first time. All right. So you will resist the effects of the poison ivy that had been put into the gloves.
All right.
Damn, that was
Poison-
toxic.
yeah. It's as poison ivy. Would it even affect me?
No, you're good.
No. Would it just a little tingle? So technically, Coin got the rug from that hag, but
Yes.
he's gonna consider it like a general fund. He's not gonna
Sure.
like directly pocket it, so it goes in the bag of holding, the 2,000 gold,
Okay.
and he will put the gloves in his own bag, and he won't seem like he hasn't like he's done here. He doesn't have any more business, but he'll wait on everyone.
All right. Now, ladies, I know you're discerning. After all, you brought these boys in here. One boy for each of you. Who's matched up with who?
Boys.
Dish.
Saphira? Are you talking about Saphira?
Well, there's 3 of you girls,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
Or are you 2 matched up together?
I never really considered it, but I don't know. I'm open.
Not really anyone my type around here.
Okay.
Try not to
Hey,
let my
look-
employees date each other. But
Hey, we're all colleagues here.
Oh, okay.
Colleagues. The
okay.
word is
Colleagues.
colleague.
I used to hang out with colleagues.
it's not the word I used.
It's overrated. So, can I help you with anything?
It's all the business I needed.
Well, I still
Well,
want to
those
buy
two-
some plate, but I don't know if it's over budget for us.
I think it was.
No, I think you should get plate. She said it didn't fit me, but maybe it'll fit you.
Oh, it'll
Yes.
magically fit you, dear. That's. Where is it, pony? I'm sorry. What's the appropriate term to use with you, ma'am?
Boo.
Crystal looks confused. Appropriate?
Well, I'm used to calling people dear, and I know that might not be appreciated by one
Well,
of you.
they're not really a deer; they're a horse.
That's why I'm asking. I'm trying to be polite.
I think she's too confused to be offended right now.
Yeah, let's get back to
Gotcha.
business.
Here.
Okay. Okay.
So, I mean, does
With
anyone
an
want to
E.
chip in? Because I don't have the money for that plate armor. Like, at least on my own.
I think it might be worth putting the. What was the cost? 5,000?
No, 3,500.
3,500. Yeah, I think that would be worth an investment on behalf of the coming out of the crew's budget.
Well, we're
Coin.
only 2 people in the crew, so
Well, Ruzid, you've got my blessing to put our earnings toward your plate mail.
that's
How much-
200. We need another 150.
How much is needed?
3,500 gold or 350 platinum. Ruzid and Bryn just put together 200 platinum towards that.
Well, no, I'm not saying. We're spending so much time trying to figure out how to divide the money. We just got 900 platinum pieces, didn't we? Just take 350 of them and give them back for so Ruzid can have plate armor.
I don't know if everyone scanned it, but everyone should add 100 PP to each of your own monies, and 300 is in the bag of holding. That's how
Yeah, I
the
think that's how
900
it
is
is
split.
right now.
Oh,
So if you haven't, make sure you have 100 PP on you.
all right. Well, if we're insistent on dividing up the money amongst us,
Well, that's
then-
that's how they paid us. We agreed that we'd each get paid 1,000. So
all right.
anything over that limit is just it's no one's money.
Well, I mean, we could spend some of that towards the plate, but it depends. I mean, me staying alive is pretty good if we want to keep fighting, but
Rujid should have plate. I should have plate. Coin should have those gloves. This is how I shop.
well, if we buy 2 things
The
of plate,
change maker should be fixed. And
if
the
we buy
hole
2
should be
things of plate,
reinforced.
Crystal, that's 700 plat, so we only have 200 left. Well,
I have to think back. We never got paint for the outside of it. Although with the ship might not last too much long. But theoretically, we do need it. I'm not gonna
We
Coin
also
won't.
need a table, apparently. We have to
Yeah.
repaint
furnish
the
this
inside of everything Pitney Bones touched.
Coin hearing that apparently they have a plan and it might not involve the current ship, he's gonna withhold buying those supplies right now. But he does think about it. Because he wants
We'll be here in the morning if you little people want to visit us. And I do have a 5th wand, and she will produce a 5th wand and show it to Bryn. 1,000 gold. It bobs up and down.
do we really want to gamble our money already?
I'll take it unseen on the condition that you take the shot you promised we would take together.
I never promised, but I'll take the shot anyway, and she will take the shot.
Jesus. That's so pink.
All right?
coin claps.
Okay, well, Crystal, that's 100 gone, so now we have 850 left. If we both want to get plate, that's 700.
Well, you can get plate, and then after the next job, I'll get plate.
Well, that's
then I can get
awfully
whatever
kind
I
of
want.
you. Appreciate it.
She smiles. I have a feeling that the next guy I fight is going to have a really bad day.
Well,
A really bad day. As the next target she gets in combat with will have his teeth shoot out of his head.
oh my god.
Wow.
And then I'll turn over
Stuck.
my 100 platinum pieces. And
You get a wand of identify.
oh, let's go.
Oh, thank God. That's nice.
Should use it on the wand so you know what the wand is.
Very limited. It is very limited. It's not an amazing thing because you
Right.
only get the 4 charges.
Well,
And it only
recharging.
recharges. Yeah, it recharges, but it only recharges 1d4 per day. So
I mean,
you can
Gamble.
get days where it only it's a nice way to limit the identify spell because you don't get to cast it on everything. You're gonna have to pick and choose what you're using it on.
I think we'll be fine. I don't think we're getting 4 magic items a day, at least not yet. Or 2.5, I guess, if we're thinking about the average amount of 1d4.
Go ahead and add Wand of Identify to your sheet there, Bryn.
I will do that.
And there should be, the charges should be all built into that.
Cool.
If I did it right.
Awesome.
We're still at the plate issue. I mean, I only have 100 plat pieces, so unless people want to...
If you want to try to get some extra money, dears, you can always come back tomorrow. It's not like I'm going anywhere. Toivoan is a strange place and just kind of got here 6 months ago.
Hey, where'd you come from?
Been a long trip. We fell for a really long time and kind of landed right here, actually about 30 feet over there. And me and my boy Toy, we've been here ever since.
Ooh, who's that?
Ooh.
Oh, Isaac? Oh, Isaac, he's in the back.
Oh.
And
Well.
you guys want to see Isaac? Well, I'll get Isaac for you guys.
Thank you
You
very
hanging
much.
out in
for
the bomb shelter?
She
Safe
smiles. If the building goes up, he'll be one of the ones missing, unfortunately.
I don't know how I feel about that.
He doesn't quite dodge well enough, you know. He's really cute, though. Really, really
Crystal nods.
cute. Let me get him. His art's so hard to mess with. All right, so here he is. And Isaac peeks his head out from behind. Hey.
Howdy.
Hey.
Hi. Is Fanny treating you all right?
Yeah, no problems up here.
Definitely, we are not her next enemy.
I'm
I
glad.
see your explosion so far.
I wouldn't want to be here next to me either.
Hey, Isaac, do you, when you're back, do you sit near the back door, or are you, like, closer to up here?
He looks at Fanny. I don't sit anywhere near any back door.
Maybe you
And
should.
He blushes so red. And he goes back behind the counter.
Crystal laughed.
Damn.
Fanny
So,
looked
How
up
you
at
got
you.
here.
What was that about a back door?
Changing the subject. Are we going to pick up plate mail for... Ruza, do you want to pick up plate mail now? I think that's something we invest in.
Well, it would be a good idea, but I mean, it just depends if people are feeling charitable today, I guess.
I'm in favor because then I get it next.
Yeah. I think...
Logic.
I think given that the debate is we can either have like 800 platinum and no plate armor, or we can have 450 platinum and really good plate armor. Next time we're in a fight, I think I'd rather have 450 platinum and Ruzid has really good plate armor. And also, Ruzid, you've got that nice cloak of protection. I think maybe if you get good plate armor, could we move that cloak of protection to somebody else?
I mean, sure.
Where is all of this PP coming from?
It's coming from the bag that you're...
The 300? Is
It's not all of
300
it.
plus
It would be
your
250
200.
because it'd be 250 plus 100, unless other people want to pitch in. Because I
It
only
would
have
be-
100.
Yeah, so it would be the 250 plus Ruzin's 100 is what they're saying.
Oh, okay. So, okay. Coin isn't shutting down the idea of taking 250 out because it is an investment for a crewmate, but it's a lot, and he's trying to consider what other things it could buy a benefit.
I
But
think we should check how much
They want to be the
fixing
one
boat
taking
is
all the
gonna
hits.
cost.
they said it was no the boat. They said it was complimentary. They said,
Gotcha.
Like, yeah,
And
the agent
are
has it covered.
we going to get paid for the barge as well?
Are you asking in character or me?
I'm asking you.
The guy. Well, I don't know
Well,
if Bryn knows.
in character.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
I think at some point, maybe on the walk here, Coin conveyed to you that because he would have told you guys anyways that the barge, like, the animals that are left on it can be someone would be interested in buying them out there. Ship's gonna get sunk itself, but we get money. We don't know how much.
All right. My point is, I think we have between us, we have the platinum, and we should not walk out of the shop without getting Ruzid some shiny plate armor. You got to spend money to
I
make
agree.
money, and you can't make money when you're dead because your fighter didn't have plate armor.
Crystal's doing all the mental math like out loud, like with her fingers. Like, makes sense. Makes sense.
Coin's gonna say before this, he's gonna go up to Ruzid, and he's gonna say,
So you want to take the money from the general funds, right?
I mean, yeah. Otherwise, unless you want to chip in.
Well, the general funds would be me chipping in, buddy. So I'm not against it. Wouldn't mind you seeing armor, but before it's spent, I want to convey something to you. So
Mhm.
whatever money we spend here, we'll get some of it back when those animals are sold. Except for 2 of the animals.
Okay. Well, do you want to pay restitution or well, actually, you want to pay insurance?
No,
for...
I don't want anything, Ruzid. I just want you to know, before you buy it, that maybe that money that you're getting out of the general funds could come from somewhere else. But it didn't. All right, go ahead and buy
Well,
it.
I may
Go ahead
need
and
the
buy it,
armor
buddy.
to survive. You know, next time you leave me to hang. Just saying.
Jeez, you sound like my dad.
No, they don't. Your dad would be pissed for you to say that. And you, like the moment you said that, you could hear his voice. I always do things for the greater good.
Crystal shudders.
All right, so you guys, Ruzid spends 100 platinum, 250 comes out of the bag of holding. Fanny hands you guys a box with silver and blue plate armor. It is +1 plate. It magically shrinks to fit Ruzid and will expand when he grows.
Nice.
Ruzid like takes off his chainmail and just kind of like holds it up to Coin and says, "I mean, we could sell this for a little bit back, but it's not much."
what, his old one?
It's your armor, man. If you want to sell it back, you can.
I mean, I don't want it.
I'm not gonna wear it. I don't think it'll fit anybody else. You might as well sell it.
He looks at you. I have a market for that. I'll give you 50 gold pieces for it.
Done.
All right. And she will take that and very gingerly, like it is filthy, put it behind the counter, and you hear it splash into a bucket. All right. Well, you do Flotchies have a wonderful time. Be safe, and don't let someone shake your hand unless you're ready to lose your purse. As she hands Coin's purse back to him once again.
Okay, now you're just doing a bit.
She
I like this girl.
smiles. Of course I am.
And he puts his little purse back.
It's not a purse, by the way.
No, it's a merce, and she hands it back to you one more time.
Coin has no retort. He just seems like, damn.
Because she's not taking them from you, she's just creating new ones.
Coin looks in it to make sure that nothing is taken out of it.
Nothing is missing. Fanny is very honest with her thieving.
It's good. Good to have a line.
I
All right.
I have to play the character true to character. You
Coin
know.
will. He's ready to walk out.
All right. So you guys head back out into the streets.
Yeah.
All right. So, anything else you guys want to do today during the day? As you guys got about another hour before you need to head over to the Rusty Lobster.
Well, nothing at the moment. I got.
Well, we're just killing time now.
Yeah.
That's all I needed.
Bryn, can you figure out what this is? And she pulls out the bandana from Captain Bandana.
It would be a pleasure. I'd love to take this for a drive. I would like to point the wand at it and attempt to cast Identify through the magic wand.
Just gotta double check my list to make sure I'm giving you the right item. Yes, thank you. Alright, so Whisper Bryn. There you go, sir.
All right. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Crystal, this is a headband of intellect. While wearing the headband, your intelligence score is 19.
Has she been wearing it already, or?
Yep, but she's not tuned, and because she wasn't tuned, her intellect's not 19.
Very nice.
Wow.
So true. Something tells me
Is it
this not
working?
for me. Kind of think you should have this, Bryn.
You really think so? What would I do with it?
I think
Probably wear it, genius.
Well, I wouldn't say no to a good thing. I'll take the headband of intellect.
Okay. Cool. You have a headband of intellect.
All right.
Please scratch off Captain Headband's headband off your character sheet.
Captain.
You're the one that put it on your sheet.
It's true. It
I'm
is
gonna try-
Captain Headbands.
Yeah, no, he's proud of what he made. You know.
Yep.
I
He
get
was
it.
so smart, and he still died.
Oh.
No, it's not
As you do that, Bryn, are you going to take the green hat off to put the headband on?
Oh, I wasn't aware I was still wearing it. Yes, I will do that. I will take the
Yeah.
green hat off. And then, I realize I don't really know what the green hat does either. So I'd like to cast Identify on the green hat.
Okay. Scratch off
He
another
puts the green
charge.
hat right back on.
Yeah, I know he is. Because Ray knows what the green hat is. Alright.
Crazy legendary item.
Yep, there you go.
The headband of winning. You wear this item, and then you win
Huh?
the game.
I might need the headband of intellect on first before I can understand what this does.
If you want, I will link it to the party.
I really think you should give Saphira the hat.
Do you want me to link this to the party, Bryn?
Yeah, by all means, please do. It
right, there
sounds
you go.
like we can try and pull an item out of a hat up to 3 times a day.
But you have to do some poetry.
But you have to do some poetry.
And we have a poet.
Saphira, would you like to wear Presto's magic hat?
Checking her style.
Don't
They're about to freeze. They're about to slam poetry.
I get hat hair, but
Seems to
if
suit
you
you.
think
I'm happy to hold on to it
You
in the
think it's
meantime.
fair?
I can use the headband of intellect to come up with some sick rhymes for the pull stuff out of the hat.
Yeah, you have a ghostwriter.
Bryn, I'm gonna need you not to say the phrase "sick rhymes" ever again.
Oh man. All right. So, as you guys have finally been able to cast Identify on 2 items that have been in your inventory now for over a week, or not a whole week, half a week. you guys will have the time to go down towards the Rusty Lobster. It's about that time. Any last preparations you guys want to do before going over there?
Nothing in mind for me.
All right. So as you guys head over to the Rusty Lobster, you follow the directions that Skius Cross gave you, and you find the place exactly as you described.
Yeah, so we take a ride at the homeless guy, and it should just like be there on the left.
Yep. And as you guys are about to walk in, we will pick up next week, as we don't have time to do anything in the Rusty Lobster tonight. But I hope you guys had a wonderful time ruining the front of your ship, getting Pitney Bones finally off the boat, getting some contacts, getting some pay, getting some shopping done, and figuring out what some magic items were. And next week we will start off at the Rusty Lobster, meeting up with Skius Cross and whoever else he might have brought with him to meet you guys.
All right.
So, he's also offered to pay you for the animals on the barge, as he is getting a contact to handle those. So you guys got an extra payday for handling the barge, at least keeping most of the animals alive.
True. Net gain.
Yep, net gain overall. But yeah, guys, good job tonight. I hope you guys had a good time. And as always, if there's anything character, item, story wise that you're interested in talking to me about, hit me up. I'm always available for you guys.
Sure.
Tonight, you guys got to meet Fanny, who is a existing character from the old Sunday campaign that I got to bring in as her new role in Toivoa, which has been a long time coming. I've been waiting for you guys to end the point to meet up with a whole host of characters I've got here all set up. So
Got a little combat today too.
yeah, a little bit
I
of combat.
recognized Fanny.
Yeah, I'm sure you recognize Fanny. Madison has dealt with Fanny a lot. But yeah, we've got a lot of fun characters. You guys met Mari today. You guys have ropes all over your ship, which you guys don't know what those things do. Well, some of you don't. The characters don't know. The players might know. But yeah, the initials NC kind of give those ropes away to the people who know what they are.
They're from North Carolina.
Also,
North Carolina, right?
Drop down out of North
Yeah.
Carolina.
I added 4 magic items to my character sheet today because I have, in addition to the Alchemist's Fire, I now have a Headband of Intellect, I have a Wand of Identify, and I've turned the green floppy hat into Presto's magic hat.
Yep.
I got gloves.
terrible gloves with
free.
poison
Yeah.
ivy.
I didn't pay for them.
Free 99.
Yeah. Rucid's got +1 plate armor, which is going to be great. And that means
Feeling
we
pretty
also have
tanky
a
right now.
Yeah, I think we have a cloak of protection that can get handed off to someone else as well. I don't know, maybe Tati or Saphira would appreciate it.
Possibly, yeah. But we'll see.
Go ahead and feel free to discuss that in Discord if you like. There's lots of time to chat about and theorize of who should have it, or if you guys want to trade it around, or let the tank have it. I mean, totally up to you guys. I leave all that up to you guys to decide, because player agency is one of the things I try to drive in my campaigns. You guys want to try something? Go for it.